This high school sports presentation is brought to you by
Service Master Clean. From the major accidents to the minor incidents, Service Master Clean of Hayes. Corey, Pam, and the entire staff supports the efforts of Hayes High and TMP. Call today at 628-6712. Insurance planning. Insurance for the way you work and live. For business, home, and family. Value the price. Remember the service. Insurance planning. IPI Financial Services and Ag Pro Crop Insurance. Thirsties. Before or after the game, the best place for a hungry family, team, or individual is on North Vine in Hayes. It's Thirsties Brew Pub and Grill. Check out their all-time favorites and new items on the menu too. Patty Bacon Rind Appraising, the lead provider of real estate valuations for the mortgage lending marketplace. With many years of experience, they have a proven track record. Contact Patty Bacon Rind today. Next Tech Wireless. We are avid supporters of local high school athletic programs and have sponsored numerous high school events. We are committed to serving the communities we're in. Master Cleaners, reminding you that they have the lowest tux prices around. For your next prom, wedding, or special event, remember Master Cleaners. Cross Manufacturing, a proud supporter of local activities including local sports. It's Cross Manufacturing. Coldwell Banker Executive Realty. Patty Stoll has helped people find the homes of their dreams for many years. If you're ready to list, sell, and buy, contact Coldwell Banker Executive Realty of Hayes. Steel Fabrications. At Steel Fabrications, they know how to do it right. They also wish all the local high school athletes well in all they do. Lifetime Dental. Lifetime Dental Care provides your family health, function, and beauty. Check out all of their services at lifetimedentalcare.com. Lifetime Dental Care of Hayes, always accepting new patients. Commercial Builder. Whether it's building a home, business, or even a remodel, Commercial Builders is ready to help you. Give them a call the next time you're needing construction. Whiskey Creek. When you have an appetite for the smoky flavors of food from the wood-fired grill, Whiskey Creek are always a great addition to your day. Paul Werdenberger Construction. Designing and building residential and commercial. Building dreams for over 30 years. Paul Werdenberger Construction. TMP Marion Alumni. Through the dedication of students, parents, teachers, and alumni members, the focus is on Christian values and community awareness. TMP, Worlds of Opportunity, investing for eternity. McDonald's of Hayes, a great place to go for you or the team on your way to and from the game. McDonald's, supporting local academic and sporting activities. G&L Tire, more than just tires. They do oil changes, alignments, brake service, transmission flushes, any kind of service work including tires by Firestone and Bridgestone. Hayes Chevrolet. They have a huge selection of brand new Chevy cars, trucks, vans, SUVs, and a great selection of pre-owned vehicles. See them online at hayeschevrolet.com. NCK Tech. No matter what life you're trying to create, NCK Tech is here to help build a strong foundation. Your local supporter of community events. Golden Plains Credit Union. We are dedicated to making a difference, not only in the lives of our members, but also in the communities we serve. We are people helping people. Classic Quality Body Shop. They've been serving customers for over 32 years, so you know they have been doing something right. Classic Quality Body Shop.
This high school sports presentation is brought to you by
Service Master Clean. From the major accidents to the minor incidents, Service Master Clean of Hayes. Corey, Pam, and the entire staff supports the efforts of Hayes High and TMP. Call today at 628-6712. Insurance planning. Insurance for the way you work and live. For business, home, and family. Value the price. Remember the service. Insurance planning. IPI Financial Services and Ag Pro Crop Insurance. Thirsties. Before or after the game, the best place for a hungry family, team, or individual is on North Vine in Hayes. It's Thirsties Brew Pub and Grill. Check out their all-time favorites and new items on the menu too. Patty Bacon Rind Appraising, the lead provider of real estate valuations for the mortgage lending marketplace. With many years of experience, they have a proven track record. Contact Patty Bacon Rind today. Next Tech Wireless. We are avid supporters of local high school athletic programs and have sponsored numerous high school events. We are committed to serving the communities we're in. Master Cleaners, reminding you that they have the lowest tux prices around. For your next prom, wedding, or special event, remember Master Cleaners. Cross Manufacturing, a proud supporter of local activities including local sports. It's Cross Manufacturing. Coldwell Banker Executive Realty. Patty Stoll has helped people find the homes of their dreams for many years. If you're ready to list, sell, and buy, contact Coldwell Banker Executive Realty of Hayes. Steel Fabrications. At Steel Fabrications, they know how to do it right. They also wish all the local high school athletes well in all they do. Lifetime Dental. Lifetime Dental Care provides your family health, function, and beauty. Check out all of their services at lifetimedentalcare.com. Lifetime Dental Care of Hayes, always accepting new patients. Commercial Builder. Whether it's building a home, business, or even a remodel, Commercial Builders is ready to help you. Give them a call the next time you're needing construction. Whiskey Creek. When you have an appetite for the smoky flavors of food from the wood-fired grill, Whiskey Creek are always a great addition to your day. Paul Werdenberger Construction. Designing and building residential and commercial. Building dreams for over 30 years. Paul Werdenberger Construction. TMP Marion Alumni. Through the dedication of students, parents, teachers, and alumni members, the focus is on Christian values and community awareness. TMP, Worlds of Opportunity, investing for eternity. McDonald's of Hayes. A great place to go for you or the team on your way to and from the game. McDonald's, supporting local academic and sporting activities. G&L Tire. More than just tires, they do oil changes, alignments, brake service, transmission flushes, any kind of service work including tires by Firestone and Bridgestone. Hayes Chevrolet. They have a huge selection of brand new Chevy cars, trucks, vans, SUVs, and a great selection of pre-owned vehicles. See them online at hayeschevrolet.com. NCK Tech. No matter what life you're trying to create, NCK Tech is here to help build a strong foundation. Your local supporter of community events. Golden Plains Credit Union. We are dedicated to making a difference, not only in the lives of our members, but also in the communities we serve. We are people helping people. Classic Quality Body Shop. They've been serving customers for over 32 years, so you know they have been doing something right. Classic Quality Body Shop.
This high school sports presentation is brought to you by
Service Master Clean. From the major accidents to the minor incidents, Service Master Clean of Hayes. Corey, Pam, and the entire staff supports the efforts of Hayes High and TMP. Call today at 628-6712. Insurance planning. Insurance for the way you work and live. For business, home, and family. Value the price. Remember the service. Insurance planning. IPI Financial Services and Ag Pro Crop Insurance. Thirsties. Before or after the game, the best place for a hungry family, team, or individual is on North Vine in Hayes. It's Thirsties Brew Pub and Grill. Check out their all-time favorites and new items on the menu too. Patty Bacon Rind Appraising, the lead provider of real estate valuations for the mortgage lending marketplace. With many years of experience, they have a proven track record. Contact Patty Bacon Rind today. Next Tech Wireless. We are avid supporters of local high school athletic programs and have sponsored numerous high school events. We are committed to serving the communities we're in. Master Cleaners, reminding you that they have the lowest tux prices around. For your next prom, wedding, or special event, remember Master Cleaners. Cross Manufacturing, a proud supporter of local activities including local sports. It's Cross Manufacturing. Coldwell Banker Executive Realty. Patty Stoll has helped people find the homes of their dreams for many years. If you're ready to list, sell, and buy, contact Coldwell Banker Executive Realty of Hayes. Steel Fabrications. At Steel Fabrications, they know how to do it right. They also wish all the local high school athletes well in all they do. Lifetime Dental. Lifetime Dental Care provides your family health, function, and beauty. Check out all of their services at lifetimedentalcare.com. Lifetime Dental Care of Hayes, always accepting new patients. Commercial Builder. Whether it's building a home, business, or even a remodel, Commercial Builders is ready to help you. Give them a call the next time you're needing construction. Whiskey Creek. When you have an appetite for the smoky flavors of food from the wood-fired grill, Whiskey Creek are always a great addition to your day.
The Hayes High Indians taking on the Central Mustangs in tonight's ball game as the captains meet at the center of the field for the coin toss. Dustin Arbruster joined by Kurt David in the booth, Gabe on the both technical and camera side for ECTV and HayesPost.com. Vivian is back at our KFIX studio, and altogether this is the Hayes High Sports Network, powered by Thirsties and The Venue. The Hayes High Indians defensively will start like this. Trey Adams and Chase Sprouse on the D ends. Tackles Gavin Nutting and Matthew Yunker. Linebackers Palmer Hutchison and Gavin Myers, the freshman. Cornerbacks are Drake Summers and Tavian Kramer. Bandit backers Roy Maroney, the freshman, getting his second career start, and Hunter Harris, the sophomore. Keaton Markley, the safety, gets his start at safety. He is one of the leading tacklers in the state of Kansas. Salina Central defensively goes with Fernando Rodriguez, a senior defensive end, and Quentin Stewart, a junior. They're 196 and 219 on the weight scale, and the three-man front is completed by Talus Price, a 210-pound junior. Linebackers, there's four of them: Drew Burgoon, Michael Russell, Greg Gibson, and Israel Torres. The cornerbacks are Gage Prester and Dakota Hogan, and the safeties Ben Driver, who missed last year with a broken jaw, and Cooper Chard, a junior safety. Kurt David, who gets the football first?
Hey, captains for the Hayes High Indians tonight: Dustin Palmer, Hutchinson, Hayden Brown, Keaton Markley, and Jack Ford. Those four won the toss tonight for the Hayes High Indians, and they elected not to defer like we've seen so many teams do this season, but the Hayes High Indians elected to receive the ball to start this game in the fourth quarter. The Hayes High Indians will start the game on offense.
They'll try to establish a offense against a very good defensive Salina Central team who's 5-2 on the year. Hayes High at 3-4, but lots on the line for both squads this evening. Let's take a look at the weather before the Eagle Communications kickoff. Weather tonight is beautiful, 65 degrees at first kick. It is clear, and the winds, we'll call it 5 because there's a little bit of breeze, and that's it. Kicking off left to right is going to be the Salina Central Mustangs. Hayes High will return right to left. The kick is a short sideline pooch kick that goes along the boundary, picked up over on that far side by Maroney, returns to the 35, and he gets pushed out of bounds right before the 35. Hayes High, though, has a player down on that kick return back at the 20-yard line. Up very slowly is Chase Browse, the defensive end. So Hayes High, here they come in their road white uniforms, white helmet, spear on the side, maroon pants, maroon numbers. Salina Central with the maroon helmets, maroon jerseys, white pants, and white numbers. Uniform update brought to you by Phase 2. Thanks to Phase 2 for providing game day apparel for our broadcasts. Quick turnaround and ready to help your team. Phase 2 next to Big D's Rental on Vine on 22nd Street, just off of Vine in Hayes. Hayes High will start this series at their own 31-yard line, going right to left. A pull and a keep by the quarterback, Palmer Hutchison, going up the middle for a yard to the 32.
All right, Colton Schendauer going into the center tonight. Senior, he's filling in the center for Brandon Hoffman, who's hurt, injured for the rest of the season, it looks like. He and Logan Schulte double teaming one of the nose tackles there, but those linebackers for the Salina Central Mustangs fill in gaps quickly, so in that first play.
Schulte, the left guard, left tackle Luke Fletcher, right guard Jack Fort, right tackle Jimmy Rowe. Shotgun formation, 4 wide receivers, roll out right side, quick pass to the sideline. Jaron Kanek with a catch and a first down for Hayes High. The freshman with 100-plus yards a week ago takes this ball to the 43-yard line, and filling in for the injured Willie Sinnott, Hayes High has a first down.
Right, nice quick throw by Palmer Hutchison, rolling out to his right side, his strong side, got away the ball quick and threw it over a defensive end that was jumping up in his way, so a nice throw there.
Gain of 11 for Jaron Kanek. Shotgun formation, Brown to the left. Blitz by the Mustangs. The Indians run right through the blitz, and across the 45 to near the 47 goes the Hayes High Indians. Hayden Brown, one of the leading rushers in the Western Athletic Conference, will pick up yardage to the 47-yard line, a gain of 4 on first down.
That play designed to go to the left. You would have liked to think that was called at the line of scrimmage to avoid the blitz. The play was designed to go left, and the blitz was coming from the right side of the line of scrimmage.
Reuter, the only wide receiver to the right, 3 left on second down and 6. Handoff Brown, follows his right tackle Jimmy Rowe, then cuts it up the field, gets to the 50, and it'll be third down, about 3 for the Hayes High Indians, who are converting at a 46% rate on the year. They're 40 for 87. They've scored 9 times this year. Ball placed at the 50 after the 3-yard run. 3rd and 3 for the Hayes High Indians. And the Indians quickly to the line of scrimmage. From the right hash on 3rd and 3. Ball right on the 50. Hard snap count from Palmer Hutchison. The 3-man front doesn't move for the Mustangs, who are 5-2 on the year after losing 18 straight games entering this season. 2 straight 0-9 years. Quick pass left side, and Keaton Markley with the catch for a first down at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Keaton Markley starting for the injured Mason Ibarra gets his first catch of the season.
Tell you what, Fernando Rodriguez is a defensive end. Quentin Stewart, defensive ends. Tell you what, they are pursuing well for the Salina Central Mustangs. Hayes High offensive line holding them up just long enough for Palmer Hutchison to get that throw off.
Keaton Markley's first catch this year, but 26th of his career. 2 wide receivers each way, ball in the middle of the field. Hayes on the opening possession. Screen play left, tipped up in the air, almost caught by Keaton Markley. Oh, that was dangerous. It hit a blitzing linebacker, Drew Burgoon, went up in the air. Keaton Markley almost came down with the deflection. If he does, he may score. Incomplete pass. Ball still at the Central 46-yard line. First possession, 9:44 to go. Clock stopped in the first quarter.
Boy, we talked about Quentin Stewart, the defensive end. He's a junior, 219 pounds. We talked about how they blocked him well the last play. That time, he was through the line of scrimmage untouched, putting pressure on Palmer.
2nd and 10, roll out right side, pass over the top to Kanek, in and out of his hands and incomplete. It would have been a gain of about 8 yards. Kanek turned his head up the field just a little too soon. Now Palmer Hutchison, 2 of 4 throwing, faces 3rd down and 10 from the Mustang 46-yard line. That would have set up about 3rd and 3. Same play, the Indians picked up 11 a little bit earlier. 3 wide receivers right, Keaton Markley, the near slot near the right tackle, Jimmy Rowe. Kanek will be off the line in the middle, then Reuter to the far right side. Cole Schrader's now the outside wide receiver to the left for Ibarra. Brown to the left of Palmer Hutchison on 3rd down and 10. Takes a shotgun snap, has time to throw, looks down the field. It is going to be caught along the sideline as he inbounds. Keaton Markley makes the catch just shy of the 30-yard line at the 31, gain of 15.
Wow, what a nice catch. Jumped there, just got his feet in bounds right in front of the referee on that side official. In bounds at the 31-yard line, first down, Hayes High Indians.
Indians are 2 for 2 on this drive. Now they go quick tempo, back up to the line of scrimmage. It's a screen play over the middle. Dylan Reuter caught it and dropped it at the 25. Got hit as he corralled the football, incomplete. Hayes High chewing clock down to 9:31 to go first quarter. Indian football brought to you by Midwest Energy, Heartland Building Center, and Next Tech. Ball still at the 31. Reuter, lone wide receiver right. 3 wide receivers left. Cole Schrader clear on the numbers to the left side. Very wide of the play. From the 31, handoff to Brown. Size up the defender. He's at the 25-yard line, inside the 25, down to the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 8 yards, setting up third down and 2.
Hey, what a great play call by Tony Crow and his offensive coaches there. The 3 men up front for the Salina Central Mustangs, they have been spreading out their gaps on every single play. That time those gaps big enough that Tony Crow couldn't resist, runs the ball up the middle with Hayden Brown, and he picks up 8 on the play.
Do they do the same thing on 3rd and 2 from the 23? It's a keeper by the quarterback. Palmer Hutchinson, 20, 15, right side for a first down along the numbers. He'll go down at the 11-yard line, gain of 12, and Hayes High 3 of 3 on 3rd down, converting there on 3rd and 2.
Hey, there's an interesting continuous improvement for Palmer Hutchinson. We talked earlier on in the season that he was having a hard time with those fakes to Hayden Brown, and that time he performed, he executed it well, got the ball out of Hayden Brown's arms quickly, picked up enough for a first down.
Into the red zone for the Indians. 1st and 10 from the 11. Brown to throw for Reuter in the back corner of the end zone. One hand, can't make the catch, so a little contact, no call, and incomplete. Hayes High this season from the red zone is 18 of 22, 17 touchdowns, 1 field goal. Of their touchdowns, 15 are rushing, 2 are passing. They've lost the ball on downs once, fumbled twice, and missed a field goal from in the red zone. 2nd and 10 from the 11 on the right hash. 3 wide receivers left. Indians on the game's opening possession. That 3-4 defense. It's a handoff to Brown. Tries to cut it to the right side. The cutback, though, was shut down as he gets to near the 8-yard line. 3rd down and 7 coming up for the Indians, who are 3 for 3 on this drive on 3rd down.
And I'll tell you what, this is going to be the 10th play of this drive for the Hayes High Indians. It's going to consume over 4 minutes. They're close to the 4-minute mark right now, so a nice opening possession drive for the Hayes High Indian offense.
Indians need to get to the 1 for a first down on 3rd down and 8. 3rd down and 7 from the 8-yard line. 3 left, 1 right. Palmer rolls the way of the 3 wide receivers, tries to turn the corner, pump fakes, now he'll tuck and run, get to the end zone, and touchdown, Hayes High Indians. The Indians convert on 4 third downs on the game's opening drive and take a 6-0 lead with 7:56 to go first quarter. Palmer Hutchison, his 10th touchdown rush of the season. That one comes from 8 yards out.
Wow, a 10-play drive goes 69 yards down the field. The Hayes High Indians score first on the opening possession of this game at Salina Stadium.
You know, they just controlled the football and took what the defense gave them. Cole Schrader on to attempt the extra point. The right-footed kicker blasts it up into the air, and good. 7-0 Hayes High, and that touchdown adds $25 to the Athletic Booster Club, donated by Horizon Appliance and Electronics, TVs, appliances, Traeger Grills, and Tempur-Pedic Bedding. Open 7 days a week, 1501 East 27th Street in Hayes.
Wow, the Hayes High Indians, a 10-play drive, 69 yards down the field, 4 minutes and 4 seconds. That's a nice ball control drive against, we talked about it in pregame, the Salina Central Mustangs defense has been solid this season.
4 for 4 on 3rd down on that drive. And Hayes High takes a 7-0 lead against the 5-2 Central Mustangs. Indian football brought to you by USAFE Pharmacy, Gibbs Auto Supply, Horizon Appliance and Electronics, and Steel Fabrications. This is a defense in Salina Central that's given up 177 points per ball, or 177 points on the year, but 111 of those came in their 2 losses. They lost to Derby 63-0 and lost to Mays 48-26. Outside of that, they've given up 111 points to the remaining 5 teams. That's about 13 points a game.
Okay, the Hayes High Indians strike first offensively. Now they're going to kick off to the Salina Central Mustangs, and we're going to get our first viewing of the Talon Peters Show.
Well, that's exactly what it is, the Talon Peters Show. He is one of the leading running backs in the state of Kansas. Ben Driver to receive the kick from about the 5-yard line. They'll kick away from him. That goes way out of bounds, never down the field at all, and Schrader with a clap of his hands. I guess we won't see Ben Driver returning the football. The official says the ball went out at about the 40-yard line, somewhere in that area. They're still talking it over. The flag, of course, in the air for illegal procedure. And so the officials will talk things over before getting to the spot. Your starting lineups earlier were brought to you by YouSave Pharmacy, your locally owned full-service pharmacy with free delivery in Hayes, same-day mail-out service, as well as oxygen and durable medical equipment. Starting lineups brought to you by YouSave Pharmacy. And after the 5-yard penalty, Salina Central will have the ball at the 45-yard line. So the ball went out at the 40. The 5-yard illegal procedure penalty puts the Central offense on the right hash, and they're going to start in the Wildcat formation. Ben Driver's going to line up. He's listed as a wide receiver. He lines up in the Wildcat formation. 2 wide receivers right, 2 left. Driver takes the snap. He's going to keep it himself, run to the left side, tries to catch the edge. Watch out. And a tackle, maybe a touchdown-saving tackle made by the Hayes High Indians on a 9-yard carry by Ben Driver, who lined up in the Wildcat formation.
Boy, you know, you talked about it early on about how that Salina Central Mustangs, if you key off Talon Peters, they've got other deceptive things they can do. And that time, the Hayes High Indian offensive line is looking for Peters.
Direct snap to Peters. Direct snap again to Driver. They hand it off to Peters, and the Indians with a tackle for loss. Now they're giving back to the line of scrimmage. No gain for the state's leading rusher. 3rd down and 1 for the Central Mustangs, who are converting on just 32% this year. They're at the Indian 46-yard line. Now the quarterback, Jackson Kavanaugh, back into the ball game after the Wildcat, the first 2 plays. Kavanaugh, a fake handoff, runs it over the right side, escapes a tackle. Roy Maroney with a tackle at the 39-yard line. Hayes High had him wrapped up in the backfield. Keaton Markley, Roy Maroney with the tackle for Keaton Markley. Tackle number 100 on the season, 220 in his career. First down at the 38.
Roy Maroney.
Gain of 8 on that 3rd down run. Man in motion Driver. They won't pass it to him. Instead, over the middle. It is deep. It is caught. It is a touchdown, Salina Central. Keaton Markley got caught peeking into the backfield on the play-action pass, and Salina Central responds very quickly. Jackson Kavanaugh, 12th touchdown pass of the year. This one goes to Quentin Stewart, his 4th touchdown reception.
Yeah, you're right. There was pressure on the quarterback by the Hayes High Indians, but the secondary bid on play action and left Quentin Stewart wide open. He had a 2 to 3 yard advantage over the Hayes High Indians secondary.
Well, and now the key for Hayes High, Kurt David, is not to panic. Yes, they scored, but the score is still, well, right now 7-6, potentially tied as Talon Peters has his kick almost blocked, and it is. It's no good, and the Hayes High Indians own a 7-6 lead still.
Yeah, you're right. You don't panic. Obviously, the Salina Central Mustangs on 4 plays. They go 55 yards down the field, set up by an errant kick by the Hayes High Indians that gave the Salina Central Mustangs the ball on their own 45-yard line. But they throw a big pass. They get into the end zone in 4 plays, take only a minute 14 off the clock. But that was the key to the game. Don't stress about this game. Don't get too excited. This is a team that scores 34 to 40 points per game. They're going to get on the board. They just did it there. Go back, regroup. Let's see if the offense give the defensive players a little bit of a break, get a chance to visit with their coaching staff.
10 plays, 69 yards for the Indians that took 4:04 to take a 7-0 lead. Then Kavanaugh to Stewart for 4 plays, 55 yards, and a minute 14. But the Indians own a 7-6 lead. The missed extra point is the 8th missed extra point by Peters this season. Indian football brought to you by Eagle Communications, Discount Siding, and Big Creek Veterinary Service. Indians had fairly good field position on the return previously, as Brown awaits the kick that will go into the end zone for a touchback. Talon Peters not only is a all-state running back, he is their punter, he is their PAT guy, he does kickoffs as well. And Hayes High started their first possession on the 31. We'll start possession 2 on their own 20, leading 7-6, 6:42 to go in the opening quarter.
And here's what you like to see as the Hayes High Indians are getting into their huddle. I'm looking over to the sideline, and there are their defensive players huddled up around their coaches. That's exactly what they need to be doing. The Hayes High Indians need to have some ball control here to give those defensive players a chance to regroup.
Keaton Markley's on the sideline, so Casey Lang, 143-pound sophomore, gets his first serious varsity action on this series. It's going to be a shotgun snap. Keeper by Hutchison, tries the right side, cuts up the field, 25-yard line, submarined at the 26. Gain of 6 on first down. Coach Tony Crow and the offense will take 6 yards on first down all night long.
Colton Schindler that time really controlling Tallis Price, who was lined up over Colton that time. Hey, the Salina Central Mustangs been playing the gaps, now playing up overhead, and Colton Schindler pushes back Tallis Price, a 210-pound junior nose tackle. Great block there by the new center for the Hayes High Indians.
Second down and 4 from the 26. It's a handoff to Brown. Tests the right side. Stays behind his blockers. Gets behind Schulte, who pulled from left guard. Gets to the 29-yard line. Good patient run by Hayden Brown. And a good pull from the left guard, Logan Schulte. Indians have 3rd and 1. They're 4 for 4 tonight. This is just their second drive of the game. Gain of 3 for Brown, 5 carries, 21 yards. Indians go quick tempo. Brown to the right of Hutchison on this 3rd and 1. Central brings a blitz. It's a handoff up the middle, and Brown just gets enough to the 31-yard line. Needed 1, got 2. Hayes High keeps the football at the 31-yard line. 5:40 to go, opening quarter. Hayes 7, Central 6.
Wide over Colton Schindler, who controlled Tallis Price again to allow the pickup for the first down now at the 31-yard line.
2 right, 2 left for wide receivers. A freshman, a sophomore, and 2 juniors. Hard snap count by Hutchison. Can't get the defense to jump. They flinched. Still 13 on the snap clock. From the sideline, the call is in. Hutchison barks out to the offensive line to play. 3 down linemen. Blitz on. Play action pass looking deep down the middle. And boy, lots of contact. They held the jersey of Casey Lang. Can't get a flag thrown on that sideline, though. Incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Boy, I'll tell you what, it was close coverage by the secondary. Palmer Hutchinson got rid of that ball quickly and just barely overthrew the receiver for the Hayes High Indians.
From the 31, the Indians right to left in this first quarter. Beautiful night. 65 at kickoff tonight. Down to about 55 or so by night's end from the right hash. 2nd and 10. Central showing blitz this time. They bring it from the right edge. The Indians roll away from it. A pump fake, then a throw, and a completion to Jaron Kanik. Right about the 35-yard line. Oh, they're going to mark him back to the 34. He caught that on the other side of the 35. And apparently his forward progress went backwards 2 yards on the catch by Jaron Kanik.
Man, Luke Fletcher adjusting well. Had a defensive end that wanted to pursue the outside. Luke Fletcher shifted and pushed that defensive end outward to give Palmer Hutchinson a little bit extra time to throw that ball.
Gain of 3 on the pass play for Kanik's second catch. 3rd down and 7 for the Indians from the left hash. Burgoon showing blitz on the left edge. He brings it, play action pass. Hutchinson has to run away from it. Steps up in the pocket, has a room to run. 40, 45-yard line. First down on the scramble as the Indians are able to get away from the blitz, and they get a first down to the 47, a gain of 16 on the QB scramble.
Well, yeah, you know, the Salina Central Mustang had blitz, so all of their linebackers were in there, so Palmer Hutchinson just really needed to outrun that first line of defense for the Salina Central Mustangs. Then he had an open field on nearly midfield.
Indians are 6 for 6 on 3rd down tonight. Roll out right side for Hutchison on 1st and 10. Sets his feet, slips, throws. It's intercepted. Taken away by Ben Driver, and now it's coming back to the middle of the field as the quarterback gets landed on by the Salina Central player. The tackle is made back to the 45. Salina Central is going to get a very, very bad penalty by Quentin Stewart after the quarterback was on the ground. Palmer Hutchison, who slipped while he was throwing, the Stewart defensive end just came over and landed right on top of the quarterback and just laid on him. It's either holding or personal foul, one or the other, but an interception by Palmer Hutchison, his 8th of the season, just slipped as he was letting go of the football.
Well, on the 7th play of the drive, the Hayes High Indians were moving the ball down the field and throw the interception.
The ball was returned to the 47-yard line. Unsportsmanlike conduct. There it is. 15 yards on Salina Central. Absolutely unnecessary from Quentin Stewart. So Salina Central has the football back after Hayes High goes touchdown, then interception. And 3:59 to go in the first quarter. Central can take their first lead. The ball placed at the 32-yard line. It took Central just a minute 14 to go 55 yards on 4 plays on their opening drive, but missed the PAT. The quarterback, Palmer Hutchison, was setting up to throw on a rollout to the right side. He had time, and you could see his right foot just come right out from underneath of him. Now he's a linebacker. Oh, Garrett Reimer, the linebacker this time. Man in motion. The ball is fumbled by the quarterback, and now a flag on the play. Kavanaugh, who should have been taken down in the backfield, gets positive yardage, but what's the penalty?
Looked like Gavin Nutting was trying to pursue back to that snap there.
Maybe an illegal shift by the Salina Central Mustangs. The lead official looking at the near side linesman, and now both are going to get into the action from the far side. Now the middle judge with the football gets into the conversation, and the penalty is
No foul to play.
no foul. Gain of 2 yards. Okay. Interesting call. Indians should have had a tackle for a loss. Instead, to the 34-yard line. Central with the football. They'll split 3 out to the left side. Taylon Peters, the All-State running back with over 3,000 career yards, gets the handoff on a counter play. The Indians are around him. They corral him, but not before he gets near a first down. Just shy at the 41-yard line. Gain of 7. Peters, 198 pounds on a 5'10 frame, 3rd and 1 for the Mustangs, and they go quick tempo like they enjoy to do to the 41-yard line. They'll stand and look at the near sideline. Quentin Stewart, a wide receiver right side, along with Gavin Prester, 2 wide receivers to the left side. The running back Peters to the left of Kavanaugh for this 3rd down and 1 play. Hayes High brings a blitz. They go right at Peters. Peters makes 1 guy miss, 2 guys miss. Watch out, 45. He's on the left sideline, 40. Giving chase for the Hayes High Indians, and it'll be Tavian Kramer with the tackle. But again, the Indians unable to make the tackle for loss in the backfield. The ball all the way down to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 24 yards.
You know, Chance Murphy was in there. He's a senior, 225-pound senior. He was in there at the defensive end spot for the Hayes High Indians. He did his job forcing Peters back to the inside. There was just nobody in there to tackle.
Quick snap, handoff. Peters right up the middle, bounces left, slips as he's trying to get to the first down marker at the 16-yard line. Call it the 17. It's a gain of 8 on first down. 39 yards on 4 carries for Taylon Peters, and while he starts rumbling down the field, it is hard to take down that 198-pound frame. He's rushed for 1,391 yards. Keeper Kavanaugh tries to go to the right side. The Indians are able to make the tackle in the backfield. This time, Trey Adams able to slow down the quarterback long enough that Chance Murphy and also Palmer Hutchison there to make the tackle back at the 20, a loss of 3.
Boy, Kavanaugh had stopped there, and Palmer Hutchison was at full steam when he made that tackle on Kavanaugh.
3rd and 5. This is the longest Central conversion attempt of the night. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd and 1. Kavanaugh to throw. He's only attempted 1 tonight. It's a screen play. The Indians read it but can't make the tackle at the 20, 15, and down to the 5-yard line. Well, the Indians again diagnose the screenplay. They do the right thing but can't make the tackle. The screen to Peters is a 3rd down conversion of 15 yards.
Yeah, Peters had found a gap there where there weren't any Hayes High Indian defenders, and once he grabbed the ball, he was off and running to the 5.
Into the red zone. Peters, the handoff, tests the left side. The Indians, Palmer Hutchison there first to meet him, and then a no gain on the play. Well done by the Indians. Actually, that was Gavin Myers the first to meet him in the hole.
That's exactly right. Gavin Myers had him wrapped up and delayed Peters long enough for the Hayes High Indian rest of the defense to get there and make that tackle for a minimal gain.
Into the red zone where the Hayes High Indians defensively this year have allowed all but 2 drives to score. 17 of 19, 16 touchdowns, a field goal, and they've forced 2 loss of downs on red zone possessions. High snap. Kavanaugh rolling out to the right side. Time to throw. Wide open is Quentin Stewart. Reaches the football across the line, and it is a touchdown. And Quentin Stewart flings an Indian out of the way. That would have been his 2nd unsportsmanlike conduct, but the official elects not to throw the football. And Salina Central has the lead as Jackson Kavanaugh finds Quentin Stewart for a 2nd time tonight.
Yep, so Salina Central Mustangs They play drive there, go 67 yards down the field, and they again do it quickly, this time 2 minutes and 48 seconds.
Stewart had 3 touchdown receptions all year. He has 2 tonight on 2 central drives. The extra point is on the way. This one is true, and Salina Central now has a 13-7 lead with 1:11 to go in the first quarter. Kurt David, it was a turnover that changed this football game around.
It was a turnover, that was on what was really a good drive for the Hayes High Indians. It was bringing the ball down the field, got into Salina Central territory, gave the Salina Central the ball on ended up being on the 31-yard line because of the penalty, but again, giving Salina Central ball in an advantageous field position.
Hayes High football brought to you by Lewis Automotive Group, Insurance Planning, and High Plains Farm Credit. Now the Indians need to respond. They scored on their opening possession on a 10-play drive, but then ended up with an interception when the quarterback, Palmer Hutchison, was rolling out to his right. He slipped, and the ball just kind of floated in the air. It was intercepted by Ben Driver, his 4th pick of the year and 23rd takeaway by the Central defense. 13 fumble recoveries and 10 interceptions by the Central defense.
So the Hayes High Indians going to get their 3rd possession of the game now with just 1 minute and 11 seconds left in this first quarter.
Last kickoff went into the end zone. Brown stands at the 2, so does freshman Jaron Kanik. He's on the left hash. Peters addresses the football. A high end-over-end kick. Brown has a chance to return from the 5-yard line. Sets up a right hash return. 10, 15, 20. Tries to turn on the Jets, but tackled from behind. As he gets to about the 22-yard line. And the Indians, with their 3rd possession of the first quarter, need to move right to left and put some points on the football, on the scoreboard here.
And control the ball so that they keep the hands out of the Salina Central Mustangs that have scored now on their 2 opening possessions.
From the right hash, the Indians tonight will move the football in those road white uniforms. The Indians hope to return to the home jerseys next week, but need a win to make that a real possibility at week 9. Schrader and Kanik, wide receivers left. Reuter to the right. The Indians go 2-back set, including Roy Maroney. It's a handoff to Brown. No, keeper by Palmer Hutchison. Nice fake as he gets across the 25 to the 27-yard line. Gain of 5 on first down.
Quentin Stewart, the receiver who scored the last 2 touchdowns, had been starting at that left defensive end for the Salina Central Mustangs. He gets a break. They bring in the big man, 263-pound senior Dylan Dominguez. And I'll tell you what, the Hayes High Indians' right side of the offensive line controlled him well.
Hayes came on scoreboard update. It is Derby over Mays in the first quarter, 7-0. Liberal up on Dodge City, 7-0 in the first quarter. 2nd and 5 for the Indians. They go with a 2-back set. Brown in motion out of the backfield. Handoff to Maroney, straight up the middle. Gets some help from the defense to push him forward for a first down out to the 34-yard line on a gain of 7.
Yeah, right. That was Quentin Stewart on that play, and he tackled coming from the backside and really pushed Roy Maroney, held forward 3 or 4 yards.
Inside a minute, in fact, inside 20 seconds to go first quarter. Hayes High does not need to snap the ball if they don't like the way this is set up. Schrader and Kanik to the left. 2-back set with Maroney and Brown on 1st and 10. Brown out of the backfield. They look that way for a screen. Pump fake. They look for Maroney over the middle. Caught it in and out of his hands. It was touchdown city for Roy Maroney. Had to reach behind him. If he makes the catch, he is gone up the right sideline.
And he almost dropped that into the hands of a defender for Michael Russell. Almost dropped that into the hands of Michael Russell, defender for the Salina Central Mustangs. He was laying on the ground.
That's the end of the first quarter. After 1, Salina Central 13, Hayes 7 on the Hayes High Sports Network, powered by Thirsties and the Venue. Give me the touchdown, please. That was a touchdown. Dang.
For choosing to style classic quality body shop.
Classic Quality Body Shop has had the pleasure of serving this area since 1984. Much like a sports team, Shelton and his team have worked hard, grown together, and followed the playbook of taking care of customers to become one of the most highly regarded body shops in the area. Support your local team, whether on the field or when choosing who you do business with.
Thank you for choosing to style classic quality body shop.
See their ad in the Next Tech directory.
Glad to see you're back.
These are my favorite shorts, and I have no idea what I got on them.
It's just peanut butter. We can get that out. Master Cleaners in Hayes offers a variety of services including dry cleaning, alterations, laundry, tuxedo rentals, and free pickup and delivery.
This is Eagle TV.
13-7. Hayes High scored first, but then has given up 13 unanswered points. Two-back set and a jump by a Mustang, but apparently did not get into the neutral zone enough for a flag, so the Indians will check the sideline and reset. Maroney to the right of the quarterback, Brown to the left. It's going to be a handoff to Brown. Tries the counterplay, bounces off of his own guy, then makes a spin move to get a yard. Needed all of that to get a yard and only a yard, and now another Salina Central Mustang getting up in the face of a Hayes High Indian. That time it is Greg Gibson, and the coach pulls him back by the shirt and makes sure that he doesn't get a penalty. That's the third time we've seen a Central Mustang tonight. One of them's been called a penalty.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Hayden Brown got tackled hard by Drew Burgoon there, 149-pound senior linebacker. He was charging hard, and Hayden Brown took a hit there.
Indians 3rd and 9. They're 6 for 6 on third down tonight. Can they keep that streak going? 3 wide receivers left. 4-man rush. Palmer rolling out to the left, throwing down the field. Can't make the catch out of bounds. Took a hard hit along the sideline. Hayes High incomplete, and if Jaron Canick makes that catch, it's going to be a highlight ESPN reel and another Central Mustang jawing at an Indian.
Well, I'll tell you what, Palmer Hutchinson had backed up about 5 to 10, somewhere between 5 and 10 yards. He had plenty of time to throw that ball. Would have been nice to see him square up just a little bit more before he makes that throw.
And so Hayes High will punt for the first time tonight and the 23rd time this year on 4th down and 9 as the Indians first time not to convert a third down. Ben Driver not convinced Hayes High is going to punt this football. Stands at about midfield, about 15 yards off the line of scrimmage. Quick kick goes over the head of Driver. He'll watch it roll down inside of the 30-yard line, and Casey Lang will down the football at the 28-yard line. 37 yards on the punt, which is a little over the Indians' average this season. Now the Indian defense, who's given up 2 touchdowns on 2 possessions, needs to get the defense in gear. 13-7 Central with 11:07 to go second quarter. Second quarter has treated the Indians well this year. They have outscored their opponents 79-33, biggest gap by any margin this year. Ball at the 27 for the Mustangs. They'll hand off to Peters, comes to the skinny side of the field. He sees the hole, runs through the hole, and it's a tackle by Palmer Hutchinson at the 35, a gain of 8 on first down.
Tackle made by number 6.
All right, the Hayes High Indians, not much of a break. Hayes High Indian defense only off the field for 2 minutes and 5 seconds. They did get the break during the quarter there, but not a lot of rest for the Hayes High Indian defense. Now facing this line, the Central Mustangs at the 35-yard line.
3 right, 1 left. Peters will get the call again. No play action pass. Kavanaugh will roll right as he runs away from the defense. Throw over the middle. Driver with the catch in Hayes High territory. Tackle made by Keaton Markley at the Indian 48-yard line, a gain of 17. And Kavanaugh now 4 for 4 throwing the football. 2 touchdowns and to 3 different receivers. Throw over the far side. Is that caught on the side?
Caught on the side,
Ben,
35-yard line.
And that is Ben Driver. Check that. That catch is made by Riley Counts, the team's leading receiver. Riley Counts makes it 5 for 5 for quarterback Kavanaugh. Gain of 13 that time. First down, another play-action pass as Kavanaugh's flush from the pocket, steps up, gets hit from behind. He's going to gain an extra yard. He'll actually gain 2 yards, maybe even 3. Gets hit hard at the 34-yard line. Did pick up 3 on the scramble.
Gets hit hard by Gavin Myers. Looked like maybe it was Gavin Nutting making that tackle from behind, and Gavin Myers came and finished off with a hard hit on Jackson Kavanaugh.
Salina Central trying to go quick tempo. Now they'll stand and check the sideline just in case Hayes High wanted to jump off sides. The Indians did not oblige. 95 yards on 5 of 5 passing for Kavanaugh. Timeout Salina Central with 9:44 to go in the first half. Indian football brought to you by High Plains Roofing, Edward Jones, Darrell, Jeff, and Linda Seibel, and State Glass Company. And yes, the Hayes High Indians are down 13-7. They scored on their first drive of the game, an interception and a punt. But Kurt Davey, you don't feel like the Indians are playing outside of themselves to stay in this ball game. They're not trying a bunch of trick plays. It's not a junk defense that they're throwing out here to try to confuse anybody. Hayes High is trying to play their football and see how they stack up against one of the 5A's best.
Yeah, really only two mistakes. One is the interception. That was unfortunate because it was in Salina Central territory. The Hayes High Indians were moving the ball down the field in the first quarter. The other one, that first touchdown by the Salina Central Mustangs, you know, there's a bite on play action, and that's so easy to do when Talon Peters is back there in that backfield.
He is one of the state's best. 166 carries coming into tonight for 1,391 yards. He's rushed 5 times for 47 yards tonight. Has 18 touchdowns this year to also add on 15 receptions for 251 yards. Last week he went over 3,000 career yards rushing, 29 touchdowns rushing in his career. Wide receiver right, Gavin Prester, 3 to the left. All wearing numbers in the 20s. Heigl in 27, Counts in 28, Driver in 20, who will line up in the backfield from time to time. Shotgun for Kavanaugh on 2nd down and 7. A rollout left side, design pass all the way, steps up, throws, is it caught? Riley Counts makes the catch on the sideline. And it is a gain to the 30-yard line, a gain of 3. Kavanaugh is now 6 of 6.
The other thing is the Hayes High Indians have put Salina Central in a number of 3rd down plays. They've taken them to 3 downs very often here. They just need to try to hold them on 3rd down.
3rd and 4, screenplay right, and it's thrown incomplete. Trey Adams and Gavin Hazelhorst got some pressure on the edges, thrown incomplete on the screen on the right side to Riley Counts. The first incompletion by Jackson Kavanaugh, and you imagine Salina Central look to go for it here, and they bring in their tight end into the contest, Quentin Stewart, who has 2 touchdown receptions tonight.
So there we go. The Hayes High Indians force a 4th down play against the Salina Central Mustangs, who you're right, are going to elect to go for it here on 4th down at the Hayes High Indian 30-yard line.
Mustangs are 9 for 16 on 4th down this year, and they're not going to run a play. They're going to let the clock wind down and then use their 2nd timeout of the first half. 4th and 4 from the 30.
Interesting.
For the Mustangs.
That's just their 2nd timeout of this possession, which is kind of an interesting ploy to take 2 timeouts during this one position. This will be what I've got as their 8th play of the drive here. So
Hayes High does not know who they'll play in Week 9, nor does anybody else. The only thing that's guaranteed in Week 9 right now is that Mays or Wichita Northwest, one or the other, will be the 1 and 2 seed. Neither of them have lost. Everybody else has at least 2 losses from the 3 seed on down. Hayes Kalon scoreboard update tonight. Let's check out some scores from around the state of Kansas. It is Junction City 7, Emporia 2. That game has implications. Emporia, the current 9 seed in 5A. Derby 14, Mays 0. Chapman continues their unbelievable season. They're up on Halstead 8-6. Extra score to throw in there tonight. On your Hayes Kalon scoreboard update, the green grass you won in the spring starts with spraying in the fall from Hayes Kalon. 4th and 4 for the Mustangs from the Indian 30-yard line. It's a keeper by Kavanaugh. He spins off the initial tackle and gets the first down. Needed the 26. He gets to the 24. The Indians again there for the tackle, but a gain of 6 on the quarterback keep.
Yeah, and it was a good fake by Kavanaugh, too, to Talon Peters. Palmer Hutchinson had Peters wrapped up, and, of course, Kavanaugh pulled the ball back and took that ball up the field to get the first down.
And from the 26, 2 wide receivers right and left for Kavanaugh, who has thrown both touchdowns for the Mustangs tonight. This time he'll play action. They'll throw over the middle, wide open. The Hayes High Indians give up another one to Quentin Stewart, who has his 3rd touchdown catch of the night, matching his season total. He was wide open. The Indians again bite on the play action pass.
3 touchdown passes to Quentin Stewart now. Kavanaugh's thrown to 5 touchdowns to 5 different receivers, but tonight focused on Quentin.
And it is now 19-7, and Hayes High in a bit of a danger zone here as Peters is on to attempt the extra point with 9:12 to go in the 2nd quarter. He's 1 for 2, bobbled snap. Kavanaugh picks it up, runs to the right side, throws, it is caught, and the 2-point conversion is good. And Hayes High Indians right now having everything go opposite of their wishes. It is 21-7.
Well, we talked about a potent Salina Central Mustang attack. 34 to 40 points that they've scored this season, over 370 yards on average. But listen to these 3 drives for the Salina Central opening the game. A 4-play drive that's a touchdown for 1 minute and 14 seconds. An 8-play drive, touchdown, 2 minutes and 48 seconds, and that 9-play drive, 1 minute and 55 seconds that goes for a touchdown. All 3 touchdown passes to Quentin Stewart.
You kind of wonder if Salina Central coach Mark Sambo didn't sense the importance of that particular drive and thinking, if you take a 2-score lead, you wrap things up in the second quarter. Hayes High offense will need to respond. Remember, Hayes won the toss, but they did not defer. They took the football, scored, took a 7-0 lead, and now trail 21-7 after the Indians' next 2 possessions went interception and then punt. Peters to kick off for a 4th time already in the first half. And the Indians send Brown and Maroney back to the 2-yard line to receive this punt that will neither be helped nor hurt by the wind. This a high end-over-end punt that it will be returned by Roy Maroney from the middle of the field at the 3. Tries a left side return, patient with it, now turns on the Jetson, gets across the 25 to the 26-yard line, nearly able to break it free. Looks like they'll mark him down at the 27-yard line, and Hayes High goes 10 plays touchdown, but then 7 plays interception and 5 plays punt. Hayes High needs to put together a drive from their own 27-yard line and get this thing down to a 1-score game.
Well, you're right on that return. Roy Maroney very patient, waiting for his block to set up, and once the blocks were set, he was immediately at full speed.
Indians will send Reuter along with Maroney and Brown, wide receivers to the right. Maroney, the lone setback on the 3-down lineman for the Central Mustangs. Play action, pass over the middle, in and out of the hands of Hayden Brown. That one behind Hutchison, who is now 4 for 13 passing. He's misfired on all but 1 of his last 8 attempts, and twice he's been behind his wide receivers. One of them on this 3rd drive of the game had touchdown written all over it if it's caught in stride by Jaron Kanik.
Well, Palmer's intentionally getting rid of that ball quickly. He knows there's pressure from the Salina Central 3 men up front, so he's getting rid of the ball quickly. It's just causing errant throws.
2nd and 10, handoff Maroney left side, carries a defender across the 30, near the 34-yard line. A fortuitous spot for the Indians will make 3rd down and 3 a little bit more manageable. Indians are 6 of 7 on 3rd down tonight. Maroney picks up 7, his second 7-yard carry tonight. And now 3rd and 3 on a very important drive for the Indians, down 21-7. Shotgun snap. It's a handoff to Maroney, hit in the backfield, gets a yard to the 35, and that is it. What does Hayes High do from their own 35-yard line? They're in danger of going 3 and out, down 21-7 to a Central offense that has scored 3 touchdown passes, all of them from 2 Quentin Stewarts. 4th and 3. The Indians right now lining up to go for it. Hard snap count. Everybody stands and checks the sideline with 8:05 to go second quarter. Indians down 2 touchdowns. Maroney starts left, now gets back to the left side of the quarterback. It's going to be a keeper by Palmer. Hutchison tests the right side, runs into his own man. He has enough for the first down. Needed 3, got 4. A gutsy call for the Indians from their own 35-yard line. They pick up 4 on 4th and 3.
Palmer actually kind of paused there for a minute. Almost looked like he was going to kick that ball, and I think it caught the Salina Central Mustang defensive linebackers a little bit off guard, and it opened up just enough a gap to pick up a first down.
Indians to the 39. Maroney to the left with 2 wide receivers left and right. Hutchison rolls out, throws down the field, and overshoots Hayden Brown. That one was 4 feet above Hayden Brown's white helmet. Palmer Hutchison really struggling now. That is 5 straight incompletions. He started the game 3 for 5 for 30 yards, but then threw the interception. Actually started 4 of 9 for 33 yards, but has not completed a pass since that interception to Ben Driver of Salina Central. Driver's 4th pick of the year. 2nd and 10 from the 39. Indians down in the second quarter, 21-7. 2 right, 2 left on this play. Handoff Maroney, gets hit in the backfield, keeps his legs turning. The freshman gets a yard to the 39. 3rd and 9 for the Indians, who started the game 6 of 6 on 3rd down. They have not converted on their last 2 attempts. And head coach Tony Crow taking a little extra time on this play. 2-back set, Brown right, Maroney left. 3rd down and 9. Central shows blitz. They don't bring the blitz. Instead, they bring a screenplay near side, and it's intercepted. Taken away by a lineman. Nose tackle, Tallis Price. Now a late flag comes in on the play. Couldn't dump it over the top to Roy Maroney. If Maroney makes the catch, he has a convoy set up in front of him. Instead, it's the second defensive lineman interception by an Indian opponent this year. Interception by Tallis Price, the defensive tackle, with his first pick of the year, pending the penalty, but it looks like the play will stand.
Yeah, obviously that ball not thrown very high. Tallis Price able to jump up and grab that ball, and the interception. The Hayes High Indians are going to give the Salina Central Mustangs the ball. Well, it would have been at the 25-yard line of the Hayes High Indians, and a penalty on behalf of the Salina Central Mustangs. A personal foul is going to back them up to closer to midfield.
Well, they have had an unsportsmanlike conduct. This personal foul, they've been warned twice on unsportsmanlike conduct type of penalties, and now Hayes High down 21-7 has gone touchdown, then interception, punt, interception, and the Central Mustangs, who are 3 for 3 on drives tonight, scoring touchdowns, lead 21-7, and they start at the Hayes High 43-yard line. All the drives have ended on passes from Kavanaugh to Stewart. They have hooked up 3 times previous on touchdown throws. Here's a throw near side, caught by Driver on the screen, 40-35, tackled by Tavian Kramer, but not before a first down to the 32-yard line, a gain of 11, and Salina Central rolling through the air right now. Kavanaugh, 8 of 11 for 133 yards.
Yeah, but you've given Salina Central the ball in Hayes High Indian territory, and now they've gotten a first down on their first play of this drive.
Caught by Driver, now a handoff Peters. He's going to score from the right hash, walks it into the end zone, and Hayes High is now down 27-7, and this thing's starting to get out of hand for the Hayes High Indians, who offensively started off with a 10-play drive to go up 7-0, but Central with 4 scores on 4 possessions, that one on a 32-yard run, just a 2-play drive after the interception.
They get the ball on the 43-yard line of the Hayes High Indians. They take it 2 plays. Obviously, don't take much time off the clock. 20 seconds for the 4th consecutive touchdown of the Salina Central Mustangs.
Taylon Peters, 19th touchdown of the year. His 30th of his illustrious Salina Central career. The extra points is no good, and it's 27-7 in favor of the Central Mustangs.
27-7, 6 minutes and 35 seconds left. Hayes High Indian offense is coming out on the field. They really need to get in the locker room, get a chance to regroup, really take a look at some of the thoughts, see if they can get some ideas from the coaching staff of how much time Palmer Hutchinson really has in that backfield there. The perception is there. He's getting a lot of pressure early, so he's rushing those throws. But if he could slow it down just a bit, even just 1 second, it would allow him a little bit more time to set up, maybe complete some throws in the second half.
Well, we'll see if the Hayes High Indians can figure out a way to respond. They need to get some momentum back on their side. Hayes Kalon scoreboard update. Hayes High 28-7. The extra point was good. They're delayed on putting the point on the board, so 28-7. It is 7-6 Dodge City over Liberal in the second quarter. Great Bend up 28-0 in the second quarter on Garden City for the WAC title. Panthers looks like they are all set for playoff action. Peters to kick off for the 5th time for the Mustangs in in the first half. End over end, returnable by Maroney from the 10 on the right sideline. Slow return, still along that 10-yard line. Tries to turn up the Jets, fumbles the football, and Salina Central has it. And it'll be in the red zone at the 19-yard line. Hayes High wanted a barometer to see where they are at, getting ready for week 9, the start of bracket play, and well, this thing has gotten tough on the Indians. 4 plays, 8 plays, 9 plays, and 2 plays on 4 drives for the Mustangs, and they've scored on all 4. Now they start in Hayes High territory at the 19-yard line with a 28-7 lead. Here's Kavanaugh. He pump fakes and gets sacked by Palmer Hutchison way back behind the 25-yard line at the 27. It's a loss of 8 on the play.
Okay, so there's something. A little bit pressure back in there. Jake Kavanaugh gone down for the first sack of the game.
It's a loss of 8 on the play, and Kavanaugh's had a good night. 8 of 9, 3 touchdowns, 133 yards. We'll talk about his lineage as the evening goes along. High snap, fake pass right, comes left. Driver gets hit by Keaton Markley. Did he fumbles the football? But the ref says down by contact. And a loss. Oh, they're going to give forward progress to the 29.
From number 12, Jackson Kavanaugh, to number 28, Riley Count.
So a loss of 2 on the play.
That'd be a loss of 2.
So a completion, but a loss of 2 on the play.
But a long third down now, about a 3rd and 19 yards for the Salina Central Mustangs.
For a Mustang team who's 3 for 4 on the night. Kavanaugh checks the sidelines, probably 4-down territory after they picked up the fumble on the kick return by the Indians. 3 wide receivers right. Kavanaugh rolling out, gets hit as he throws down the field. It is caught at the 5. The Indians get lost in coverage. First down for the Mustangs, right about the 7-yard line. Catch by Logan Heigl on a gain of 22 on 3rd and 18.
I'm surprised he went that way. Salina Central had 3 men out far to the right and only 2 defenders.
And a flag on the field. Is this an ineligible receiver down the field? Where it's thrown at, that's where it would make you to believe, and the Salina Central team is backing up. Yep, an eligible player down the field, so wipe off the 27-yard gain. Correction, 22-yard gain. It'll make it 3rd down and about 23 now for the Mustangs. He's needs to get a stop here, get something positive on defense. Central scored on 4 consecutive possessions, and after the 4th, the Indians fumbled the kickoff return. The Indians bring a little pressure, handoff Peters on this 3rd and 28, bounces right side and ankle tackled by Palmer Hutchison for a loss of a yard back to the 35.
Second time Palmer Hutchison on this drive in the backfield quickly to make a tackle. So now 4th down and long for the Salina Central Mustangs. And I'll tell you what, that's showing a lot of respect for your defense going for it on 4th and 25.
And Kavanaugh will line up on 4th and about 24, 25 yards from the 40-yard line, or 35-yard line. This drive started at the 19, and Salina Central will let the clock go down to 1 second, and looks like they will intentionally take a delay of game. That may be to give their punter just a little bit more distance to kick the football, or they want to try a 3rd and 28 play.
I'm going to punt. Remember Salina Central, who lost the opening toss. Hayes High Indians took the ball. You mentioned it earlier on. Salina Central is going to get the ball to open up the second half. Still 4:29 though left in this second quarter.
And right now Salina Central is on the sideline with the snap clock running out. Hayes High still in the huddle. There was no timeout call. I don't think Hayes High knew it. The Indians have to hustle out. Salina Central could have snapped that football if they got out in time. Peters now does punt it away. This is a low line drive punt. It is a short punt that will not get to the 20 and then roll inside the 20 all the way down to the 17-yard line. So a 18-yard punt, and it'll be Hayes High football, but kudos to the defense. That drive started inside the red zone. I have a spot on my chart where I have red zone drives where they end up at. If you get into the red zone, I've never written down punt on a drive that got to the red zone.
Yeah, how about that?
That's a first.
A 3-play drive for negative 20 yards, so the Hayes High Indians succeed on that particular drive.
4:05 to go first half, and the Indians down 28-7 back out on the field, so the kickoff fumble does not hurt the Indians, but they start back inside their own 18-yard line. Brown, the lone running back behind Hutchison, now steps to the right in this 4 wide receiver set from the 18. Handoff to Hayden. Slips on the turf and goes down. Well, he's up and okay, and after you saw Willie Sennett last week go down on a non-contact knee injury, the first thing you think when you see a guy go down, is he okay? Brown will be taken down officially for a loss of 1 on the play.
3 minutes and 45 seconds left now for the second 11 play for the Hayes High Indians.
From the 17, Reuter right, 3 wide receivers left. The Indians down 28-7. Central brings a blitz. Hutchison tries to run it right at the blitz, breaks through a tackle, gets to the 25-yard line, and then gets hit again as he gets near the first down marker. It is enough for a first down to the 28, a gain of 11 on 2nd and 11.
Both Logan Schulte and Luke Fletcher pulling from the left side of the line of scrimmage over to the right, so the Hayes High Indians had 4 blockers over there for Palmer to run behind.
From the 28, Indians moving left to right down 28-7. Indian football brought to you by Dave's Auto Repair, Roof Masters, Jeter Law Firm, Shelter Insurance Agent Dustin Shoemaker. First down play is a play action. No keeper by Hutchison, gets hit in the backfield. He's lucky to hold on to the football. There's a Central Mustang tugging at it, and Palmer will pick up a yard to the 64, or for his 64th yard of the night on 9 carries. Ball to the 29. Indians have all 3 timeouts left in this first half. 2:50 remaining in quarter number 2. Indian football also brought to you by Adams, Brown, Barron & Ball, USD 489, and Taco Shop. And this play taking some time to get in from the sideline. Central gets the football to start half number 2 after the Indians elected to receive the kickoff when winning the toss. Hutchison rolls out to his left, steps into a throw down the sideline, and incomplete. And Hutchison now 4 for 16 for 33 yards. He started 4 of 9.
And there's good protection there for Palmer Hutchinson. So, yeah, he's rolling out to the left side, the far side of the field, the left. He's got a throw against his body, but I think he's getting more protection from his offensive line than he was expecting to, and just hurrying those throws a bit.
Indians started the game 6 of 6 on 3rd down. They are 0 for their last 3. This is 3rd and 9 with the clock stopped at 2:29 to go in the first half. Hayes High will empty out the backfield, 5 wide receivers. Maroney and Reuter right. Brown joins a trio of receivers to the left. 3rd and 9 with an empty backfield, 3 down linemen for the Central Mustangs, 3rd and 9. Hutchison steps over the middle, pass is caught. It's a first down to Hayden Brown as he gets up to the 45-yard line. And a timeout, no, not a timeout by the Indians, but a gain of 16 yards on the 5 wide receiver sets.
There you go. Hayden Brown out there in the middle of the field, wide open. Palmer Hutchinson connecting with him. Got squared up and made a nice pass to Hayden Brown.
You can feel the offense has just a little different feel without Willie Sinnott out there to that knee injury that'll end this season. Again, 5 wide receivers, same play, to Brown over the middle, first down into Central territory. He'll go down at the 44, gain of 11.
Okay, all right. 2 consecutive plays that are first downs, 2 minutes and 6 seconds left.
And we do get the timeout by Hayes High. Their first used of the first half. So Brown back-to-back catches of 16, then 11 yards. Hutchison now is 6 of 18 for 60 yards. Jake Kavanaugh has been very impressive tonight. Jackson Kavanaugh, has been very impressive tonight for the Salina Central Mustangs. His dad, a lot of people will remember, was a quarterback for the K-State Wildcats, and a pretty good quarterback at that.
He was a good quarterback for that, and I'll tell you what, who's the backup quarterback for the Salina Central Mustangs? A freshman by the name of Parker Kavanaugh.
As it is with every level of every sport ever, it is always the freshman. He's probably the better one, but the junior's playing right now. That'll all be, will all be decided here in the next couple of years. So the Hayes High Indians trying to cut into this 28-7 deficit, have the ball at the 44-yard line of the Mustangs. Indians have controlled the time of possession for the most part, but they are down in the ball game 28-7 after 28 consecutive points from the Mustangs. Reuter and Brown, wide receivers right. That'll send 3 wide receivers to the left, including Casey Lang. He's the inside slot receiver. Mustangs jump, but they don't get into the neutral zone. Sophomore, freshman, junior, wide receivers left. Junior and junior on the right. 3 down linemen for the Mustangs. There's a keeper by Palmer Hutchison. Tests the middle, bounces off a tackle, and goes down at the 41-yard line. Gain of 3 on first down. 67 yards by Palmer Hutchison. William Fauchelon with the tackle. at the 41. Indians moving left to right with 2 timeouts remaining. Don't take one here. Minute 45 to go in the half. 3 right, 1 left. Brown is the running back in the backfield. Time to throw for Palmer Hutchison for the wheel route along the sideline. Almost caught. Instead, an incomplete pass. Ben Driver broke it up. Lots of contact from the linebacker Drew Burgoon. But we've seen a lot of contact down the field, and it's just not being called enough.
Boy, a lot of contact. Drew actually really kind of tripped and ran into the Hayes High Indian receiver. But not called. No contact called.
3rd and 7. This is the Indians' 11th third down attempt of the first half. Came in 40 for 87. They were averaging about 13 third down attempts per game. 5 wide receivers from the Mustang 41. The defense backs off. Throw to Casey Lang. First career catch, but he'll go down shy of the first down. 37-yard line. 4th down, and the Indians will be going for it here on 4th down.
Going to be their 10th play of the drive, and they've gotten down to the 37-yard line of the Salina Central Mustangs.
Casey Lang's first career catch is a 4-yard reception. Indians 1 for 1 on 4th down tonight. This is 4th down and 3 like the other one was. Hutchison, hard snap count. Checks the sidelines with 60 seconds to go in the half, down 28-7 from the Mustang 37-yard line. Need to get to the 34. Mustang showing an all-out blitz and a jump, and a timeout is called by the Indian defense, Indian offense, with 50 seconds to go before the mid-game break. Indian football brought to you by Classic Quality Body Shop, Hayes Kalon, Hertz Rent-A-Car, Eagle Technology Solutions, and Redeem Designs. At halftime, our Redeem Designs halftime spotlight shines on the USD 489 Foundation, who's having a dinner, show, and auction coming up November 3rd. More details with Curtis Brown, president of the USD 489 Foundation, at halftime during our Redeem Designs halftime spotlight.
Interesting timeout by the Hayes High Indians. Hayes High Indians on 9 plays have driven this ball 44 yards down the field, largely on a Salina Central Mustang defense with only 3 men up front. The rest of the defense playing back the pass. That time the Salina Central Mustangs bring nearly everyone up there, and they look to have blitz with Michael Russell, the linebacker, who'd been playing back pass defense. Indian offensive coaching staff called timeout to regroup as they see that formation.
So 4th and 3. Canick, wide receiver, the hash on the left. Schrader far out to the left side. Lang, who just made the catch on 3rd down to the left. And then Reuter to the right. Brown in the backfield with quarterback Palmer Hutchison. 4th and 3, trying to keep this drive alive, down by 21 points. Hard snap count, then we'll check the sideline with 15 on the snap clock. Senior quarterback comes up and talks to the offensive line. Brown shifts to the right. Salina Central brings a delayed blitz. Palmer will keep to the right side, cut it up the field, and dive. Does he get the first down? He does, right on the first down marker. The officials look at each other. Boy, this is really close, where Palmer put the football down and the official is walking in. Is it enough for a first down? It is. Needed 3, got 3 on 4th and 3, and the Indians' drive stays alive at the 34-yard line.
Hey, Palmer Hutchison, nice run, but lots of credit to Luke Fletcher, that senior 6'3", 230. I'm sorry, the junior 6'3", 230 pounds, had the lead block there and really fought to hold that block long enough to let Palmer Hutchison run behind him and pick up a first down.
Indians taking a lot of time to get this first down play in. 31 seconds and a timeout to go before the half. 5 wide receivers, 4 left. Palmer Hutchison pump fakes, now steps up in the pocket, in trouble, goes down. The Indians will have to take a timeout as the ball is down at the 40-yard line. It's a loss of 6 on the first sack of Palmer Hutchison tonight.
And only 12 seconds left. Wow, this is going to be the 12th play of the drive. Hayes High Indians have controlled it for nearly the final 4 minutes of this second quarter. And here they are now at the what's going to be the 40-yard line of the Salina Central Mustangs.
The Hayes High Indians this season, their margin of error is very small, and we see it tonight, Kurt David. An interception resulting in a touchdown on the next drive, a punt after 5 plays, an interception again, all resulting in touchdowns. Hayes High needed to keep possession of the football to keep it away from this high-octane Salina Central defense, but boy, you just can't throw the interceptions. You can't have short drives and give the other team good field position, and that margin of error is so small this year, and Hayes High just has not been able to overcome it tonight.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Now, there's been 2 possessions where the Salina Central Mustangs in this first half have gotten the ball inside Hayes High Indian territory. 2 others that are real close to midfield, so you're right. Excellent field position so far this game for the Salina Central Mustangs. And their offense, which has scored 4 consecutive touchdowns before punting on that last drive, oddly in the red, that's up on the drive that started in the red zone. Salina Central Mustangs have taken advantage of that field position.
So the Indians have 2nd down and 16 from the 40, but no timeouts and 12 seconds on the clock. 5 wide receivers here before halftime. Indians trying to put points on the board late. Delayed blitz by the Mustangs. Step up over the middle, incomplete. Clock down to 8 seconds, and the Indians will get another first half play. Hayes Kalon scoreboard update. Halftime, Dodge City up 14-6 over Liberal. Norton tied with Hoisington 14-all, and Derby up on Mays by the score of 21-0.
Okay, Dustin, we've seen 3 games now where the Hayes High Indians have thrown the deep pass to the right side of the corner of the end zone. They've been unsuccessful in those 3 games. Let's see if they can do it here at the end of the half.
Palmer Hutchison steps back up into the pocket, has time to throw, looking to the right side. Now he'll step into the throw down the field for the end zone. It is tipped. It is almost caught and incomplete at about the 7-yard line, and that is the half. A promising start for the Indians at 7-0, but they give up 28 consecutive points and trail at the halftime break 28-7. It's halftime in Salina. This is Hayes High football on the Hayes High Sports Network, powered by Thirsties and The Venue.
Burger Construction, designing and building residential and commercial, building dreams for over 30 years. Paul Werdenberger Construction. TMP Marion Alumni. Through the dedication of students, parents, teachers, and alumni members, the focus is on Christian values and community awareness. TMP, Worlds of Opportunity, investing for eternity. McDonald's of Hayes, a great place to go for you or the team on your way to and from the game. McDonald's, supporting local academic and sporting activities. G&L Tire, more than just tires. They do oil changes, alignments, brake service, transmission flushes, any kind of service work including tires by Firestone and Bridgestone. Hayes Chevrolet, they have a huge selection of brand new Chevy cars, trucks, vans, SUVs, and a great selection of pre-owned vehicles. See them online at hayeschevrolet.com. NCK Tech. No matter what life you're trying to create, NCK Tech is here to help build a strong foundation. Your local supporter of community events. Golden Plains Credit Union. We are dedicated to making a difference, not only in the lives of our members, but also in the communities we serve. We are people helping people. Classic Quality Body Shop. They've been serving customers for over 32 years, so you know they have been doing something right. Classic Quality Body Shop.
This high school sports presentation is brought to you by
Service Master Clean. From the major accidents to the minor incidents, Service Master Clean of Hayes. Corey, Pam, and the entire staff supports the efforts of Hayes High and TMP. Call today at 628-6712. Insurance planning. Insurance for the way you work and live. For business, home, and family. Value the price. Remember the service. Insurance planning. IPI Financial Services and Ag Pro Crop Insurance. Thirsties. Before or after the game, the best place for a hungry family, team, or individual is on North Vine in Hayes. It's Thirsties Brew Pub and Grill. Check out their all-time favorites and new items on the menu too. Patty Bacon Rind Appraising, the lead provider of real estate valuations for the mortgage lending marketplace. With many years of experience, they have a proven track record. Contact Patty Bacon Rind today. Next Tech Wireless. We are avid supporters of local high school athletic programs and have sponsored numerous high school events. We are committed to serving the communities we're in. Master Cleaners, reminding you that they have the lowest tux prices around. For your next prom, wedding, or special event, remember Master Cleaners. Cross Manufacturing, a proud supporter of local activities including local sports. It's Cross Manufacturing. Coldwell Banker Executive Realty. Patty Stoll has helped people find the homes of their dreams for many years. If you're ready to list, sell, and buy, contact Coldwell Banker Executive Realty of Hayes. Steel Fabrications. At Steel Fabrications, they know how to do it right. They also wish all the local high school athletes well in all they do. Lifetime Dental. Lifetime Dental Care provides your family health, function, and beauty. Check out all of their services at lifetimedentalcare.com. Lifetime Dental Care of Hayes, always accepting new patients. Commercial Builder. Whether it's building a home, business, or even a remodel, Commercial Builders is ready to help you. Give them a call the next time you're needing construction. Whiskey Creek. When you have an appetite for the smoky flavors of food from the wood-fired grill, Whiskey Creek are always a great addition to your day. Paul Werdenberger Construction. Designing and building residential and commercial. Building dreams for over 30 years. Paul Werdenberger Construction. TMP Marion Alumni. Through the dedication of students, parents, teachers, and alumni members, the focus is on Christian values and community awareness. TMP, Worlds of Opportunity, investing for eternity. McDonald's of Hayes, a great place to go for you or the team on your way to and from the game. McDonald's, supporting local academic and sporting activities. G&L Tire. More than just tires, they do oil changes, alignments, brake service, transmission flushes, any kind of service work including tires by Firestone and Bridgestone. Hayes Chevrolet. They have a huge selection of brand new Chevy cars, trucks, vans, SUVs, and a great selection of pre-owned vehicles. See them online at hayeschevrolet.com. NCK Tech. No matter what life you're trying to create, NCK Tech is here to help build a strong foundation. Your local supporter of community events. Golden Plains Credit Union. We are dedicated to making a difference, not only in the lives of our members, but also in the communities we serve. We are people helping people. Classic Quality Body Shop. They've been serving customers for over 32 years, so you know they have been doing something right. Classic Quality Body Shop.
This high school sports presentation is brought to you by
Service Master Clean. From the major accidents to the minor incidents, Service Master Clean of Hayes. Corey, Pam, and the entire staff supports the efforts of Hayes High and TMP. Call today at 628-6712. Insurance Planning. Insurance for the way you work and live. For business, home, and family. Value the price. Remember the service. Insurance Planning, IPI Financial Services, and Ag Pro Crop Insurance. Thirsties. Before or after the game, the best place for a hungry family, team, or individual is on North Vine in Hayes. It's Thirsties Brew Pub and Grill. Check out their all-time favorites and new items on the menu too. Patty Bacon Rind Appraising, the lead provider of real estate valuations for the mortgage lending marketplace. With many years of experience, they have a proven track record. Contact Patty Bacon Rind today. Next Tech Wireless. We are avid supporters of local high school athletic programs and have sponsored numerous high school events. We are committed to serving the communities we're in. Master Cleaners, reminding you that they have the lowest tux prices around. For your next prom, wedding, or special event, remember Master Cleaners. Cross Manufacturing, a proud supporter of local activities including local sports. It's Cross Manufacturing. Coldwell Banker Executive Realty. Patty Stoll has helped people find the homes of their dreams for many years. If you're ready to list, sell, and buy, contact Coldwell Banker Executive Realty of Hayes. Steel Fabrications. At Steel Fabrications, they know how to do it right. They also wish all the local high school athletes well in all they do. Lifetime Dental. Lifetime Dental Care provides your family health, function, and beauty. Check out all of their services at lifetimedentalcare.com. Lifetime Dental Care of Hayes, always accepting new patients. Commercial Builder. Whether it's building a home, business, or even a remodel, Commercial Builders is ready to help you. Give them a call the next time you're needing construction. Whiskey Creek. When you have an appetite for the smoky flavors of food from the wood-fired grill, Whiskey Creek are always a great addition to your day. Paul Werdenberger Construction. Designing and building residential and commercial. Building dreams for over 30 years. Paul Werdenberger Construction. TMP Marion Alumni. Through the dedication of students, parents, teachers, and alumni members, the focus is on Christian values and community awareness. TMP, Worlds of Opportunity, investing for eternity. McDonald's of Hayes, a great place to go for you or the team on your way to and from the game. McDonald's, supporting local academic and sporting activities. G&L Tire, more than just tires. They do oil changes, alignments, brake service, transmission flushes, any kind of service work including tires by Firestone and Bridgestone. Hayes Chevrolet. They have a huge selection of brand new Chevy cars, trucks, vans, SUVs, and a great selection of pre-owned vehicles. See them online at hayeschevrolet.com. NCK Tech. No matter what life you're trying to create, NCK Tech is here to help build a strong foundation. Your local supporter of community events. Golden Plains Credit Union. We are dedicated to making a difference, not only in the lives of our members, but also in the communities we serve. We are people helping people. Classic Quality Body Shop. They've been serving customers for over 32 years, so you know they have been doing something right. Classic Quality Body Shop.
This high school sports presentation is brought to you by
Service Master Clean. From the major accidents to the minor incidents, Service Master Clean of Hayes. Corey, Pam, and the entire staff supports the efforts of Hayes High and TMP. Call today at 628-6712. Insurance planning. Insurance for the way you work and live. For business, home, and family. Value the price. Remember the service. Insurance planning. IPI Financial Services and Ag Pro Crop Insurance. Thirsties. Before or after the game, the best place for a hungry family, team, or individual is on North Vine in Hayes. It's Thirsties Brew Pub and Grill. Check out their all-time favorites and new items on the menu too. Patty Bacon Ryan Appraising, the lead provider of real estate valuations for the mortgage lending marketplace. With many years of experience, they have a proven track record. Contact Patty Bacon Ryan today. Next Tech Wireless. We are avid supporters of local high school athletic programs and have sponsored numerous high school events. We are committed to serving the communities we're in. Master Cleaners, reminding you that they have the lowest tux prices around. For your next prom, wedding, or special event, remember Master Cleaners. Cross Manufacturing, a proud supporter of local activities including local sports. It's Cross Manufacturing. Coldwell Banker Executive Realty. Patty Stoll has helped people find the homes of their dreams for many years. If you're ready to list, sell, and buy, contact Coldwell Banker Executive Realty of Hayes. Steel Fabrications. At Steel Fabrications, they know how to do it right. They also wish all the local high school athletes well in all they do. Lifetime Dental. Lifetime Dental Care provides your family health, function, and beauty. Check out all of their services at lifetimedentalcare.com. Lifetime Dental Care of Hayes, always accepting new patients. Commercial Builder. Whether it's building a home, business, or even a remodel, Commercial Builders is ready to help you. Give them a call the next time you're needing construction. Whiskey Creek. When you have an appetite for the smoky flavors of food from the wood-fired grill, Whiskey Creek are always a great addition to your day. Paul Werdenberger Construction. Designing and building residential and commercial. Building dreams for over 30 years. Paul Werdenberger Construction. TMP Marion Alumni. Through the dedication of students, parents, teachers, and alumni members, the focus is on Christian values and community awareness. TMP, Worlds of Opportunity, investing for eternity. McDonald's of Hayes, a great place to go for you or the team on your way to and from the game. McDonald's, supporting local academic and sporting activities. G&L Tire, more than just tires. They do oil changes, alignments, brake service, transmission flushes, any kind of service work including tires by Firestone and Bridgestone. Hayes Chevrolet, they have a huge selection of brand new Chevy cars, trucks, vans, SUVs, and a great selection of pre-owned vehicles. See them online at hayeschevrolet.com. NCK Tech, no matter what life you're trying to create, NCK Tech is here to help build a strong foundation, your local supporter of community events. Golden Plains Credit Union. We are dedicated to making a difference, not only in the lives of our members, but also in the communities we serve. We are people helping people. Classic Quality Body Shop. They've been serving customers for over 32 years, so you know they have been doing something right. Classic Quality Body Shop.
This high school sports presentation is brought to you by
Service Master Clean. From the major accidents to the minor incidents, Service Master Clean of Hayes. Corey, Pam, and the entire staff supports the efforts of Hayes High and TMP. Call today at 628-6712. Insurance planning. Insurance for the way you work and live. For business, home, and family. Value the price. Remember the service. Insurance planning, IPI Financial Services, and Ag Pro Crop Insurance. Thirsties. Before or after the game, the best place for a hungry family, team, or individual is on North Vine in Hayes. It's Thirsties Brew Pub and Grill. Check out their all-time favorites and new items on the menu too. Patty Bacon Rind Appraising, the lead provider of real estate valuations for the mortgage lending marketplace. With many years of experience, they have a proven track record. Contact Patty Bacon Rind today. Next Tech Wireless. We are avid supporters of local high school athletic programs and have sponsored numerous high school events. We are committed to serving the communities we're in. Master Cleaners, reminding you that they have the lowest tux prices around. For your next prom, wedding, or special event, remember Master Cleaners. Cross Manufacturing, a proud supporter of local activities including local sports. It's Cross Manufacturing. Coldwell Banker Executive Realty. Patty Stoll has helped people find the homes of their dreams for many years. If you're ready to list, sell, and buy, contact Coldwell Banker Executive Realty of Hayes. Steel Fabrications. At Steel Fabrications, they know how to do it right. They also wish all the local high school athletes well in all they do. Lifetime Dental. Lifetime Dental Care provides your family health, function, and beauty. Check out all of their services at lifetimedentalcare.com. Lifetime Dental Care of Hayes, always accepting new patients. Commercial Builder. Whether it's building a home, business, or even a remodel, Commercial Builders is ready to help you. Give them a call the next time you're needing construction.
We get set for the second half. The Hayes High Indians and Salina Central Mustangs. In Salina, the Indians scored first to make it 7-0 in the first half, but Kurt David trailed 28-0. And I guess if you need a spark, if you need something to look at, it was in Garden City. The Indians were down 28-0 and stormed. Nearly took that game away.
Yeah, they're down 28-7 here. It's not 20. And I'll tell you what, at Garden City, if you were listening to the broadcast, I wrote this Hayes High Indian team off at halftime. I said they just need to come out in the second half and play a game and gain some confidence for the next week. And Hayes High Indians only lost, 35-28. And I ended up having to apologize after the game to Coach Tony Crow and say, hey, Coach, I apologize. You all came back and fought through that game, and the following game was us talking about how this Hayes High Indian team never quits. So let's see what happens to Hayes High Indians. Let's remember that on the last time the Salina Central Mustangs touched the ball offensively, it was a 3-and-out. They punted and lost 20 yards on that drive. So the last drive for the Hayes High Indian defense was the most successful of the drives yet in this game. So let's see what they can build off there. Salina Central will get the ball to open up the second half as the Hayes High Indians won the toss and elected to receive for the first half.
Hayes Kalon scoreboard update at halftime. It is Dodge City up on Liberal in Liberal 14-6. Great Bend's going to run away with their first Western Athletic Conference outright title since 2008. They'd shared a couple, but their first outright since 2008. They're up 35-0 over Garden City. That's in Great Bend. Several other scores that have a lot of meaning to Class 5A and the Hayes High Indians. So far include Emporia up 8-7 over Junction City. Emporia comes into tonight as the 9 seed with a similar 3-4 record as the Hayes High Indians. Wichita West, if you're interested, is up on Wichita East 7-0. The big West-East battle in Wichita going on tonight. Not a lot of other 5A scores are just streaming through tonight, so we'll keep you updated as the night goes along. Dustin Armbruster, Kurt David here from Salina Stadium at Central High School, where the Central Mustangs and the South Cougars share the field. The South Cougars on this field won last night for their first win of the year against Newton 35-13. Gabe with us for ECTV and HayesPost.com, and Vivian back at the KFIX studio to make up the Hayes High Sports Network, powered by Thirsties and the Venue. Hayes High will kick off. It was a strategic decision to take the ball to start the first half, Kurt. The Indians did a much better job. They scored, made it 7-0, but now they're down 28-7, and Central gets the football.
Yeah, let's see how the Hayes High Indians kick off here. You know, the Hayes High Indians score on their first possession, and then they strategically try to kick to the sidelines to keep it out of the running backs for the Salina Central Mustangs, and the ball goes errantly out of bounds and gives the Salina Central Mustangs at the 45-yard line. So let's see if the Hayes High Indians can pin Salina Central back a little bit deeper here to start this second half.
Hayes High football is brought to you by Eagle Communications. You can count on Eagle for reliable internet, TV, and phone, because keeping you connected is what they do. 877-61-EAGLE. Cole Schrader will be kicking off to begin the second half. Indians down 21. They drove to the 34-yard line right before halftime against the Mustangs, but that then was sacked and threw 2 incomplete passes. Schrader to kick off to Ben Driver, a high end-over-end kick that Schrader will take at the 6-yard line. A right hash return, right to left, big hole, watch out. Driver gets tripped up by the kicker, Cole Schrader. Otherwise, he is adding points to the board all the way up to the 49-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Central Mustangs.
Okay, so on 2 kicks, the Salina Central Mustangs get it at their own 45, and now their own 49-yard line, and yep, they're going to spot it at the 49.
They have a 28-7 lead, 223 yards of first-half offense, but again, because of the great field position, Hayes High 167 yards of offense in the first half, 60-plus on their first drive of the game. Handoff, Peters, cut back, bounces off a tackle, and then gets taken down in Hayes High territory at the 46-yard line. Gain of 5 for Peters. 9 carries, 75 yards, and a score, and the Central Mustangs quickly back up to the line of scrimmage. They'll send 1 wide receiver to the right. That's Riley Counts, their highest reception on the year, to Ben Driver. A screen near side, runs to the 35-yard line, where he's tackled by both Hutchison and Kramer. He'll be held short of the 35 to the 37. It's a gain of 9. Kavanaugh now 10 for 11 passing.
Boy, and Kavanaugh really favoring that left side, the near side of the line of scrimmage on both consecutive plays. The right guard and the right tackle for Salina Central pulling over to add blockers to that side of the field.
140 yards unofficially for Kavanaugh. Driver with his second catch for 20 yards. High snap. It's a keeper by Kavanaugh on the quarterback counter. Spins off a tackle, hit from behind, but he'll pick up yardage all the way to the Hayes High 25-yard line. And right now it is Salina Central doing what they want as quickly as they want to. A gain of 12 for Kavanaugh, who is 25 yards, and already back to the line of scrimmage are the Mustangs. They'll hand off to Peters, counterplay back. Now he bounces to a tackle to the right side, puts a hand down on the ground, stays on his feet, gets another first down at the 15, and a very late flag comes in on the play.
We'll see what happens there. That if depending on how this goes, that's 3 consecutive first downs on plays for the Salina Central Mustangs.
Looks like it's going to be the Indians' second penalty of the game. They were penalized 1 time in the first half for 5 yards. Central 3 times for 35 yards, an unsportsmanlike conduct and a personal foul. Now the official with the ball comes to get involved in the conversation. It is a personal foul, face mask on the Indians. half the distance to the goal line on a run that went to the 16, so it was a gain of 9 initially by Peters, who escaped 2 tackles, now into the red zone where the Mustangs are 1 for 2 scoring tonight. This penalty on Hayes High is an 8-yard penalty down to the 8-yard line. Kavanaugh with Peters to his left, leading 28-7. A dominant drive by the Mustangs. A handoff. Peters gets hit in the backfield, and the Indians able to get around the center, Jake Eisenhower, to blow up that play in the backfield for a loss of a yard to the 9.
Tell you what, it's harder. That's two plays now. Salina Central's trying to go to the right side of their line of scrimmage, the defensive left side, and both of those plays have been relatively unsuccessful.
Logan Schulte with his 6th tackle for loss on the season. High snap. Kavanaugh, design keeper, all the way to the right side. He'll test the edge. He'll get hit along the sideline. The official says down. Where? At about the
1.
About the 1 or 2 yard line. They'll mark him at the 2. So a gain of 7 by Kavanaugh.
Kavanaugh's got some speed. He got to the outside and then kicked it into another gear to get upfield.
3rd and goal from the 2 in the first half. The Mustangs were 3 for 5. They'll go with some extra beef in the backfield. It's a keeper by the up back.
It's a direct snap.
Yeah, it was. I don't know that I have that person on our roster. What was Peters?
It was Peters.
I thought that had gone to Michael Russell, the senior. Looked like it had gone to 32, but no gain on the play.
So 4th down and 2 for the Salina Central Mustangs.
That's from the 2-yard line of Hayes High. Now late onto the field is Riley Counts, the wide receiver. He'll split out to the right side. Kavanaugh back to his shotgun formation. Peters to his left. It's a keeper by the quarterback. Now a shovel pass to the left. The Indians read it but overrun it. Peters back to the right side. And boy, some inexperience of some Hayes High Indians cost a 4th down stop in the red zone. Hayes High read the play beautifully. It was a option play out to Peters, but then Peters cuts 1 step to his left, all the way back to his right for a 2-yard touchdown.
Well, you talk about inexperience, but Peters really had the option to do whatever he wanted there. He caught that little shovel pass and then paused to see where the field play was, found it open wide to the right. Ooh, and a bobbled snap on the PAT.
And now Peters running with it, throws it backwards to Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh to the end zone. It is going to be caught for a 2-point conversion. Well, I don't know if that may have been intentional because Kavanaugh was way off of the line of scrimmage on that one for the backwards pass. 36-7, all Salina Central. They have scored on 5 of their last 6 possessions.
And this time an 8-play drive that goes 51 yards down the field. Again, the good kickoff return by Salina Central Mustangs, giving them the ball again at near field. 3 minutes and 5 seconds, and in the end zone, like you said, Dustin, 5 out of 6 drives this game.
The Mustangs are now 2 for 2 on 2-point conversions tonight. 1 unintentional. That one appeared to be intentional. And Hayes High, after leading 7-0, has given up 36 consecutive points. McPherson at halftime up on Circle, 56-0. Mays puts points on the board right before the half. Derby 21, Mays 7. And now in the third quarter, Great Bend up on Garden City 42-0. Emporia 13, Junction City 8. Hayes Kalon scoreboard update. Hayes Kalon for the green grass you won in the spring starts with spraying in the fall with Hayes Kalon. End over end kick from Peters. Brown under it at the 5. Middle return to the 10. Goes to the right side, 15, near the 20, still on his feet, 25, picks a hole across the 25 to the 27-yard line, and the Indians offense comes onto the field for the first time in half number 2.
Okay, so let's see what the Hayes High Indian offense have done here. Let's see if they have scouted out to see what kind of time Palmer Hutchinson is getting there in the backfield. See if they can give him a little bit of extra time to be able to set up and do a better job at completing some passes. His passes off slightly, but either below or behind the receiver or just a little bit high. Just another half a second or second would give Palmer Hutchinson probably the time he needs to complete more of those passes.
8:46 to go, third quarter. First possession for the Indians goes left to right. Brock Loomis is now the right tackle for Hayes High. 3 wide receivers left, 1 to the right. Hutchison will take the shotgun snap, fake the handoff, test the left side. He'll be hit by Israel Torres for a short gain of maybe a yard to the 28. Palmer's 13th carry, 65 yards. He was sacked for 6 yards back in the first half. He scored the Indians' only touchdown on a 8-yard run. Seems like so long ago now. The Indians took a 7-0 lead on a 10-play drive, but Hayes High's only been in Central Territory one other time. Shotgun snap, quick pass on a screen to the far side. That's going to be caught by Canick. He'll make a guy miss and get near the 30-yard line, gain of 2.
It's going to be 3rd down and 8 now, 3rd down and 7 for the Hayes High Indians, backed up on their own 30-yard line.
8 for 23 passing tonight for Palmer Hutchison. And now the Indians face 3rd and 7 after that 2-yard gain, just 66 yards passing on the 23 pass attempts.
Dylan Reuter out wide here, didn't go into the huddle, stayed at the line of scrimmage, far out to the right, the 6'8" sophomore receiver.
Shotgun on 3rd down and 7. Play action pass over the middle, caught by Casey Lang. What a catch to go behind his body and make the catch up to the 39-yard line. Gain of 9 on 3rd down on a great catch by Casey Lang, his 2nd catch of the night.
It was thrown a bit behind him, and he turned around and grabbed that ball and then made it upfield for a couple extra yards.
And the Indians convert on 3rd down in the first half. They were 7 of 12 on 3rd down. That's how many 3rd down conversion attempts they average per game. 3 right, 1 left. 1st down for the Indians. Backpedaling as Hutchison steps into a throw, looking deep down the sideline. It is caught by Hayden Brown. Brown along the left sideline, pushed out of bounds. The official says where? At the 24-yard line as he hits Brown in stride.
And did you see how much time the line gave Palmer Hutchison to throw that ball? Palmer even had to go a little bit to his left and still square up, but he had time to be patient, throw that ball, and certainly got it downfield to Hayden Brown for the reception.
Hayden Brown with his 3rd catch tonight. That one for 38 yards to the junior. Out of the backfield on a little wheel route. 1st down for the Indians at the 24-yard line of the Mustangs. Palmer fakes right, goes left, caught by Schrader on the screen, and he'll be wrapped up for no gain at the line of scrimmage for Cole's 1st catch of the night, his 12th of the season. 113 yards passing for the Indians on 4 of 4 in the second half now after going 7 of 22 in the first half. Ball still at the 24-yard line. Indians down 36-7. Shotgun snap to Hutchison. He'll fake the handoff to Brown, run it himself up the middle, dive for the 1st down. Where do they mark him? Back at the
half a yard
16-yard line. They're going to mark him back at the 16, a full 2 yards short.
Good. Boy, but there again, we talked about it in the first half. Palmer Hutchison, a nice fake to Hayden Brown, pulled the ball out quickly, so no delay with that fake there, and Palmer Hutchison hitting the hole quickly, picking up 7 or 8 yards.
3rd and 2 after that run. Shotgun snap, handoff Brown. He'll sidestep one defender. He's at the 10. He's at the 5. Goes inside the 5 and violently spun down to the turf at the 3-yard line. But the Indians convert on the run of 13 yards by Hayden Brown.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, have you ever seen a pulling center? I've seen pulling guards and pulling tackles. That time Colton Schendeller gets rid of the ball and quickly lateral moves over to his left to add an extra blocker to that left side of the line of scrimmage. A pulling center move, a great move by Colton Schendeller.
Into the red zone where the Indians are 1 of 1 tonight to the bone package. They bring in Becker and Robinson. Handoff to Brown. Has to cut back to the left behind the line of scrimmage, and he'll go down behind the 5 for a loss of 2. And nothing on that play, stonewalled by the Mustang defense.
Boy, and I'll tell you what, already this 3rd quarter over half done. We're down to the 5-minute mark already of this 3rd quarter.
Jaron Canick, lone wide receiver to the right. Reuter to the left, again out of the bone package. Shotgun snap. Again, they try to Brown. Again, he is hit in the backfield, and this time he is dropped for a loss of 1, back to the 6.
Well, heck, if they're going to guard like that, Hayden Brown in this bone package like that, you've got to be able to throw out of this package. There's got to be a receiver open.
3rd and goal from the 6 now for the Indians as they bring the spread package back in. It will be Lang Canick and Schrader to the left, the skinny side of the field with the ball in the left hash. Brown in the backfield with Hutchison. Dylan Reuter one-on-one to the right side. Hutchison takes the snap, throws that way. Flag on the play. It is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. What's the penalty?
I'll tell you what, we saw 2 consecutive plays with that bone package. Boy, if they're going to play the run like that on the bone package, design a pass play out of that and then take advantage of all that stack up in the line of scrimmage.
The first warning and carries no yardage.
Sideline warning against Hayes High, and the official threw the flag at the 5. The Indians' box ends at the 25. At a loss, so no penalty. 4th down and goal from the 6. Hayes High is 2 for 2 on 4th down tonight. Both of those 4th and 3, but not trying to go to the end zone. Indians in the red zone this year, including tonight, 19 of 23. They've lost the ball on downs on one of those 4 times they didn't convert. Shotgun snap on 4th and goal from the 6. Low snap picked up by Hutchison. Throws for Brown. Brown turns it up the field. Does he get in? He stretches, and he's in. Touchdown, Hayes High Indians. He got a block on the right side for Dylan Reuter to keep the play alive. Brown scores from 6 yards out. The Indians 3 for 3 on 4th down tonight. Closes the gap down to 36-13, 4:28 to go in the 3rd quarter.
Well, I'll tell you what. So the Hayes High Indians on their first drive of the game and to start the game go 10 plays, 69 yards for a touchdown. First drive of the second half, a 10-play drive for 73 yards.
Cole Schrader in to attempt the extra point on the Indians' 2nd touchdown of the evening is good. The Hayes High Indians have put points onto the board for the first time since the first quarter. 36-14, 4:28 to go in the quarter, and that obviously plays the way of the Mustangs a little bit. Yes, Hayes High scored, but the Indians are still down 22, and it took a lot of time off the clock, an over 4-minute drive by the Indians.
Yeah, 4-minute, 27-second drive, 10 plays, but how remarkable. They open up the second half just like they did the game with a 10-play drive going. Instead of 69 yards, 73 yards this time for a touchdown. 36-14. Now let's see if the Hayes High Indian defense can control the Salina Central Mustangs.
Hutchison to Brown. That is Brown's 3rd touchdown reception of the year. 10th touchdown toss by Palmer Hutchison. That's the Indians' 3rd 4th down touchdown of the year. And Schrader will kick off. Does Hayes High try for an onside kick? That's what spurred on the Indians come back in Garden City when the Indians were down 28 points at halftime. Indians were down 28-7 at the break. Central scored, got the 2-point conversion, make it 36-7. Then the Indians respond back. 4:28 to go, 3rd quarter. Schrader will tee it up, and at the moment, doesn't look like Hayes High is trying for the onside kick. Ball teed up in the middle of the field, and the kick is a high, short pooch kick to the left sideline, and it goes out of bounds. Well, they're trying to angle it in between the up backs that are starting at the 45 and then the second line that is all the way back at the 30. There's a 15-yard gap between where the Salina Central return guys are, but twice now the Indians kicker Cole Schrader has sent it out of bounds, obviously what he's not trying to do. And it will be 1st and 10 for the Mustangs at the Hayes High 42-yard line.
Last time they allowed the Salina Central Mustangs the ball at midfield. Now they're close to midfield again to start the Salina Central Mustangs' 2nd drive of this game.
3 touchdowns thrown, 2 touchdowns ran in by the Mustangs tonight, scoring on 5 of their 6 possessions. And the ball slips out of the hand of the quarterback, and the Indians land on top of it. The quarterback was trying to throw. It is recovered by Chase Browse, and the Indians have the ball at the Mustang 36-yard line. The near side official comes running in. Mark Sandbo, the coach for Salina Central, says he was trying to throw the ball, but the official says the ball came back when it was coming out. Turnover Salina Central on one play, Hayes High football.
Boy, he was a little nervous that the Hayes High Indians weren't going to find the ball on the field. People were looking around for it and couldn't find it, and finally Hayes High Indian fell on the ball, and now the Hayes High Indians start a drive inside Salina Central territory.
Chase Browse, his first fumble recovery of the year after 3 a season ago. Indians start at the 37-yard line of the Central Mustangs. What can Hayes High do with it? They just went 10 plays, 73 yards in a little over 4 minutes. Snap clock down to 8 as the Indians send 3 right, 1 left. Hutchison takes the snap, looks for the screen over the middle, looking for Casey Lang, and it's incomplete over his head. And Brock Loomis got hit on the play, and he goes to the official, says, hey, he hit me in the back of the head. Incomplete. The Indians trying for the home run ball after picking up the fumble recovery.
But hey, Palmer Hutchinson again getting nice protection. So looks like the one adjustment I see the Hayes High Indian offensive staff is telling Palmer Hutchinson take a little bit extra time to square up and make those throws, and really a nice throw by Palmer on that play.
From the Mustang 37, handoff Hayden Brown, little stutter step. He tries to go to the right side, gets a block from lane 30. First down as he gets inside the 25 and then stays on his feet for a couple of extra yards down to the 22.5-yard line. That'll be a gain of 14 on the run by Hayden Brown.
Hey, Hayden Brown saying, Talon Peters, you're not the only running back out here who's got good lateral movement. Hayden Brown doing the exact same thing, showing a little Talon Peters on the Hayes High Indian offensive side of the ball.
They give him the extra half yard to the 22. Hayes High down at one point 36-7, make it 36-14 now with the football after a central fumble. Mustangs show blitz, they bring it. Palmer Hutchison runs to that direction, gets to the 20-yard line, and then a Central Mustang on the pile-up will knock it all down as the Indians get to the red zone for a 3rd time tonight. They're 2 for 2 scoring on the evening, and a long pile to untangle. There are 4 maroon jerseys on top of quarterback Palmer Hutchison. And Palmer gets up limping just a little bit after that play.
I don't really understand what takes everybody that long to get up off the ground.
Indians will have 2nd down and 8. Still 3rd quarter, 3:12 to go. Indians down 36-14, but Chase Browse picks up a Jackson Kavanaugh fumble. Reuter and Lang, wide receivers right, 2 to the left, including Kanik and Schrader. Shotgun snap. Hutchison with time, throws for the corner of the end zone. Can the Indians catch up with it? No, incomplete. And again, lots of contact. I think for the Indians, that's the frustrating thing right now. Their players are going up, making a play for the football. The defensive backs are just simply shoving the wide receivers before the ball gets there.
And Palmer Hutchinson hit hard as he was throwing that ball. They're a little bit slow to get up. That's 2 consecutive plays where Palmer Hutchinson's been hit hard and been slow getting up off the field.
Seniors played a lot of defense tonight as well. 3 wide receivers left on 3rd down and 8. From the 20, it's going to be a keeper by Palmer Hutchison, the quarterback. Steps by one defender, keeps his feet turning near the 1st down, and then a late whistle allows an extra hit on Hutchison. Did the Indians get the 1st down? They do. 3rd and 8, and Palmer picks up 8 yards.
Boy, but he paid for it. Ben Driver, the safety, had a little bit of time to make an extra hit there and really got him in the upper part of the body on Palmer Hutchinson. So 3 consecutive plays now where Palmer Hutchinson's taken a significant hit.
Ball down to the 12-yard line. The Indians in the red zone for the 2nd time in the quarter. 2.5 to go in this 3rd. Indians send 3 wide receivers left side. That's the big side of the field. Dylan Reuter, the one alone on the right side for 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line. Hutchison rolls out to the left side, looking back over the middle, throws a little floater that's incomplete. Quentin Stewart was giving chase, did not have a chance to get it to an open Hayden Brown on his 30th pass of the night.
It was a field pass for Palmer Hutchison. He just had to kind of feel and get it out there the right distance and just misjudged the field. Wasn't even designed to be a true square up. He was just going to try to loft it out there and just about 2 yards short.
From the 12, 2nd down and 10. Roy Maroney now into the ball game. A 2-back set. Maroney right, Brown left. As the Indians send Dylan Reuter as the single wide receiver right. Kanik and also Schrader to the left. Shotgun snap. Handoff Brown. A little delay. He's at the 10. He puts down his shoulder at the 5. Tries to dive for the 1st down marker. Held up short at the 4-yard line. Gain of 8 on the run.
Colton Schendauer, I talked about him earlier being kind of a pulling center on the previous drive. That time he just took Fernando Rodriguez, 196-pound senior defensive end, completely out of the play. That defensive end, Fernando really lining up more like a nose tackle on that particular play.
From the 4 on 3rd and 2, shotgun snap. Mustang jumps, but no flag. Still a minute 44 to go in the quarter. 3rd and 2 from the 4. Handoff to Brown. Stutter step off a tackle. Gets to the end zone. Reaches. Is he in? He is. Touchdown. Hayes High Indians. Another conversion on 3rd down. It's 36-20. A minute 33 to go in the 3rd quarter.
Boy, I'll tell you what, the Hayes High Indians get the ball off the fumble from the Salina Central Mustangs at the Mustang 37-yard line. We talked about it all night long. Salina Central getting great field position and taking advantage of it. This time, the Hayes High Indians take that ball after the fumble 37 yards down the field in 8 plays and get into the end zone.
3 for 3 in the red zone tonight, scoring on 4th down and a 3rd down. Schrader in to attempt his 3rd extra point of the night. Snap back to Tucker Veach is put onto the turf. The ball is through the uprights. We have a 36-21 ball game, and the Indians take advantage of the turnover. And talk about it all year, every year, Kurt David. Turnovers are the great equalizer in football. The Indians gave it away twice and gave up 14 points in the first half. Central gives it up once here in the second half, and the Indians respond with 7 points.
Hey, I'll tell you what, this is a team that's down 28-7 at halftime and has got every reason to hang it up and come out and not play hard in the second half. But I'll tell you what, now it's 36-21, and Palmer Hutchinson really persevering. Hayden Brown gets the touchdown, but I give a lot of credit to Palmer Hutchinson. He had a tough first half, but he comes out on that drive, gets hit hard on 3 consecutive plays, and perseveres through to direct his team into the end zone.
Brown with the touchdown rush, his 10th of the season, tying for the team high with Palmer Hutchinson. Indian football brought to you by Service Master Clean of Hayes, Thirsty's Brew Pub and Grill, and Patty Bacon Rind Appraising, as well as Next Tech Wireless and Master Cleaners.
Let's see where the Hayes High Indians can kick the ball down the field. They've tried kicking it short, and it's gone out of bounds both times. They've kicked the ball deep, and Ben Driver ran it back to near midfield. Let's see what the Hayes High Indians could do this time. See what they can do to get the coverage team to pin this Mustang team back in their own part of the field.
I think that's just it. You don't want Ben Driver returning it. He nearly took it to the house the last time. Indians will line up as if they'll kick off. They send the bunches to either side. Devontae Robinson, Jaron Canick, the gunners along the hash. To address the football is Schrader. This time a high end-over-end kick. This to the right sideline. It goes out of bounds at the 1. 1 more yard, and it's a touchback at the 20 instead. The ball out to the 35-yard line. And in all honesty, it's some of the worst field position for the Mustangs tonight.
They're getting better. Continuous improvement. They backed the Mustangs back to the 35. You're right. The Mustangs have gotten the ball on the 33-yard line, I think, once in the first half, maybe even the 28-yard line, but it's near as deep as they've been back.
Yeah, Mustangs could force Hayes High to punt or to kick off once again if they so wanted to, but they will not. So the Mustangs have the football at the 35-yard line. They'll start on the right hash. The Indians have closed the gap down to 15, 36-21, 1:33 to go in the 3rd quarter. Driver into the backfield this time, lining in front of Talon Peters. Man in motion. It's a shovel pass. Flag comes in on the play. A jump over top of a tackle by Riley counts, but hold the phone. There's a flag on the play after the 1-yard gain. Flag from the Hayes High sideline is what?
Logan Schulte in with that tackle, and Garrett Reimer to finish it off. And you know what? Looks like the Mustangs are going to get pushed back.
And the official says illegal formation on the Mustangs. The penalty pushes back the Mustangs for a 4th time tonight, first of the second half. After the Mustangs turned it over on 1 play on their 2nd drive of the half, they have a penalty on the next drive. So the ball marked at the 30-yard line. Indians 4 down linemen. On 1st and 15, Kavanaugh, spectacular game so far, just 1 incomplete pass. A fumble! The ball got snapped high. It's on the turf, and Hayes High, do they fall on the football?
It bounced up, but the Hayes High Indians were down there, and they are fighting for it right now.
Boy, there are about 3 players down there. Who has the ball? It is nobody jumping up and down yet. And it is Hayes High football. Garrett Reimer has it. Now the official still talking, but Garrett Reimer with the fumble recovery. And Hayes High has the ball back down 36-21.
Hayes High Indians on 2. The defense now on 2 consecutive plays, forcing a 1-play fumble on the on the Salina Central Mustangs.
Second fumble recovery in 2 games for Reimer, and the Indians have the ball at the 37-yard line of Salina Central. 1:09 to go, third quarter. And the offense jots back out on the field. The snap was high. Kavanaugh tried to hand it off to Peters, but never got it cleanly. It got kicked around, and now the Indians have it. 2-back set, 1st and 10. Hand off to Brown, tries the left side. He's at the 35. He's at the 30. He's at the 25. Speeds to the 20-yard line. Now the ball is loose again. And who has it? Oh, Salina Central has the football. Now a very late flag comes in on the play. Boy, Hayes High got all the way down to the 20. The ball came free. Hayes High saying that they were down. Oh, the Indians give it right back after a 17-yard run.
Well, I don't know how the Hayes High Indians could have been out. You know, Hayden Brown, it looked like he would kind of thrown out of bounds and landed out of bounds. So I'm not exactly sure how he would have been down there. And unfortunately, what a nice run by Hayden Brown to get down to the 20-yard line.
Oh, goodness. Hayes High had got it to the red zone on that play. They're looking to make it a 1-score game in the third quarter. Now, the penalty still being addressed here that was thrown at the end of that play. Another unsportsmanlike conduct on the Mustangs. Their second of the night.
Oh, they called it both ways.
Oh, they called one on both teams. Well, Hayes High had the ball and a chance to make it a 1-score game, but after a 17-yard run, their first play of the drive is a fumble.
All right, so 56 seconds left in this third quarter. Salina Central's got the ball back on the 19-yard line.
And it will be the Mustangs going right to left in a 3 wide receiver set left. Handoff Peters. Peters is trapped behind the line of scrimmage. Escapes 1, 2, 3 tackles. Still on his feet. My goodness, to the 34, a gain of 5. 90 yards on 14 carries for Peters. Oh, Hayes High, like the Garden City game, just forcing their way back in. Picked up 2 straight fumbles by the Mustangs and knocking on the door, but cough it back up. Quentin Stewart, who has 3 touchdown receptions into the ball game. He's one of 3 wide receivers to the right side. Mustangs do have to get off 1 play at least before the end of the third quarter. Indians showing blitz. They bring 6. It's a handoff to Peters, and Logan Schulte is the reason that there is nothing going on that play on the final play of the third quarter. Hayes High starts to threaten, but they turn it over at the 19. End of 3, 36-21. Mustangs over the Hayes High Indians after 3 from Salina Stadium on the Hayes High Sports Network, powered by Thirsties and The Venue. All right, give me the 2 touchdowns and the
Lifetime Dental Care is devoted to helping you, your family, and friends achieve your healthiest and brightest smile. They are now accepting new patients. Call 625-7969 to schedule your appointment. They know every person's dental needs are unique, and that is why they offer you a comprehensive selection of treatment options in a comfortable and caring atmosphere. Dr. Lowe and his dental team want you to enjoy your visit. Lifetime Dental Care, accepting new patients. Call 625-7969 or see them at lifetimedentalcare.com.
Hi, I'm Gary Shorman, President and CEO of Eagle Communications, a 100% employee-owned company. I'd like to personally thank you for selecting Eagle for your internet, television, and telephone service. By choosing Eagle, you're choosing to keep your dollars local with a company that reinvests back in your community. Let's make this a great year for your community. Check us out at eaglecom.net. Eagle Communications, our community connected.
This is Eagle TV.
Forcing 2 fumbles, had a chance to make it a 1-score game, but fumbled it right back. Indians 3 turnovers in the game. The Central Mustangs with 2 turnovers in the game. They'll hand off to Peters. No play action. Kavanaugh rolling out to his left side. Dumps the ball to Quentin Stewart. Makes the catch at the 30. Still on his feet near the 40. That's the play the Indians tried to run back in the first half, or in the third quarter, were unable to complete it on. And from the 24 all the way up to the 39-yard line, it's a gain of 15 on Quentin Stewart's first non-touchdown catch of the night. Jackson Kavanaugh now 11 of 12 on the night for 155 yards. Hayes High had all the momentum rolling, had a chance to make it a one-score game, but a fumble. Here's Talon Peters catching on the near side on a screen play. Gets a huge block on a block in the back, and he's gone. Up the right sideline, he'll get away from a tackle. Boy, Salina Central had a block in the back at the 50 that goes uncalled, and it's a touchdown. Salina Central, instead of having just a one-score lead, is back up 42-21.
Yeah, on a 4-play drive going 81 yards. 4 plays and 81 yards. Talon Peters there obviously making the big play of that game, getting downfield.
And it is Salina Central reestablishing a 21-point lead. Kavanaugh, his 4th touchdown pass of the night. The extra point is on the way. It is good. It's 43-21. Hayes High, Kurt David has had their chances, but we talked about it. The margin of error is just so small.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, you know, that the fumble there, Hayden Brown was going down the field. The Hayes High Indians really looked like they had momentum. You talked about it. The Hayes High Indians could have narrowed it to a single score. Obvious little bit of deflation there, and then Talon Peters again, you know, again, a good running back, the leading rusher, closer is the leading rusher, if not one of the leading rushers in the state. And he just took it away there, really commanded a 4-play drive that went 81 yards for the Salina Central Mustangs.
That touchdown by Kavanaugh, his 4th touchdown pass of the night. He had 11 all season. And that one on a throw of was a little over 40, a little over 50 yards. I hadn't marked down where the yardage was when they just got ready to
having a hard time
to go with it.
Yeah, it started. Yeah, it was actually it started at the 40-yard line of the Hayes High Indians, so it was actually a 60-yard.
215 yards passing on 12 of 13 by Jackson Kavanaugh.
60-yard touchdown.
Well, the Hayes High Indians will try to do their best to respond back now, down 43-21, and the kickoff to the right sideline will go out of bounds, and Hayes High will get the ball at the 35.
First play, or first drive of the 4th quarter, 11:23 left for the Hayes High Indians here at Salina Stadium.
You know, there were 2 points to this upcoming game for Hayes High, not only trying to win to get a home game in week 9, but you also try to lose by, if you're going to lose, have that deficit less than 13 points. You might be able to climb up a couple of spots. Andover playing Goddard tonight, so that was a team in Andover that was 3-4 at plus 9 points. Now, the Indians did receive some help behind them when Newton lost last night by more than 13, so Newton cannot pass Hayes High. Valley Center plays 2-5 Goddard Eisenhower this evening. 35-yard line for the Indians. The momentum the Indians had deflated on a 3rd turnover. Here is a handoff to Roy Maroney. Picks a hole, gets nothing, right back at the 35-yard line on the freshman's 5th carry for a total of 16 yards.
Carry the ball is number 45, Roy Maroney.
You know, and the Hayes High Indians are trying to avoid getting beat by 13. On the opposite side, Salina Central knows they've got to win by 13 for even a chance to move up a spot because, you know, Great Bend's already won and Bishop Carroll playing Wichita South. Couple likely 13-point deficit games.
You would believe so. Dodge City 31-6 into the 4th quarter over Liberal. Liberal will lose 7 in a row to end the year. Shotgun snap to Palmer Hutchison. Throws a screen to Roy Maroney. Picks a hole at the 40 up to the 41-yard line.
Hey, so there, you know, Palmer Hutchinson, you know, actually kind of a little bobbled that snap a little bit. Didn't have complete control over, but took the time to get his composure and get that completion to Roy Maroney. So Palmer Hutchinson had his struggles in the first half, but I'll tell you what, he's come out in the second half and really commanded his offense and slowed down a little bit and got in control of the game.
I said Maroney. That was actually Jaron Kanik. Kanik wears 43. Maroney wears 45. Both freshmen, both built very much the same. Kanik 6 foot, 175. Maroney 5'9", 165. But from our vantage point in pads, they look very similar. 3rd down and 4 for the Indians. Play action pass over the middle behind the intended receiver. Trying to go to Hayden Brown. It was behind him. 13 for 32 tonight for Palmer Hutchison, 125 yards, 2 picks, and a touchdown.
Well, I'm breathing deep because Greg Gibson, the senior linebacker, saw that play, and he was going for the interception, was like inches away from intercepting that ball, and if he intercepts it, it's a pick 6.
And the Indians are likely to go for it here on 4th down and 4. They're 3 for 3 on 4th down tonight. 4th and 3, 4th and 3, 4th and 6, including a 4th down and 6 touchdown. Maroney out of the backfield. Nope, the Indians will punt it away. End over end punt. Ben Driver gives chase. He'll field it at the 26-yard line. Indians try to corral him back at the 20 as he comes back to the near side. 30, fumbles the football, but Salina Central is going to jump on top of it. So Hayes High does indeed punt the football away on 4th down. The Indians, again, had an opportunity. They picked up the Salina Central fumble, the second on 2 plays, but they then fumble after a 17-yard run, and Central scores just 4 plays later, commanding 43-21 lead with 9:41 to go. Indian football brought to you by Cross Manufacturing, Coldwell Banker Executive Realty, and Commercial Builders. Kavanaugh still in at quarterback from the right hash. Handoff, no, keeper by Kavanaugh. Straight up the middle, hit hard by Gavin Myers, the freshman linebacker who's only been playing since really the second half of the Garden City game, is second on the team in tackles now. At 37, Kavanaugh picks up 5 to the 32-yard line. Handoff, nope, Kavanaugh hit this time, and the Indians don't wrap up on the tackle. Myers, the freshman quarterback, nearly made the tackle in the backfield on a sack, and instead of wrapping up, he went for the ESPN big highlight blow-up play, and instead a run for Kavanaugh of 3 yards. Make that 4 yards, 3rd and 1.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that's a big hit by Gavin Myers. He was in the backfield there quick. He didn't wrap up, but the freshman's going to remember that for the next 3 years. He'll come back from that, and that'll make him a better linebacker. He'll wrap that up next time.
3rd and 1. Salina Central is 1 for 2 in the second half on 3rd down. 5 seconds on the snap clock. Salina Central have to hurry up. Clock down to 3, down to 2. Snap back to Kavanaugh. 3rd down. Indians bring the blitz. Flush from the pocket by Reimer. Stepping up in the pocket. Hit once, twice. Gavin Hazelhorst there for the sack, along with Chase Browse. Augustine Abur there, and we mentioned Hazelhorst, and Central likely 3 and out on the sack.
Jackson Kavanaugh. Tackle made by number 59, Chase Browse.
Be just the second punt of the game for the Salina Central Mustangs here.
They punted on their final drive of the first half. Second time that Kavanaugh's been sacked. Looks like Jaron Canick back to receive the punt this time. The low snap to Peters bounces in, and Reimer almost gets his foot on it. The ball is called for by the freshman Jaron Canick. He lets it go over his head, and it's down at the 34-yard line. So Hayes High holds the Mustangs out of the end zone, but trail by the score of 43-21. 8:09 to go. Indian football brought to you by Whiskey Creek Woodfire Grill, Paul Wartenberger Construction, and McDonald's of Hayes. The Indians gave it a good run. Down 36-21. They picked up a second fumble by the Mustangs on 2 consecutive plays, but fumbled it right back, and turnovers are the storyline of this game for both teams. Hayes High will start at their own 34 on this drive, going right to left. This is their 11th drive of the game. 2 right, 2 left for Palmer Hutchison. Drops back to pass on a 3-step drop. Throwing onto the far side, intended for Canick, who takes a hard shot in the back. And give Salina Central credit. They play very physical. They also play a tad after the whistle a time or two as well.
I'll tell you what, Palmer Hutchison going deep here, trying to pick up a quick score and narrow this score a little bit further. You know, the defense held Salina Central Mustangs at 3 and out. They only picked up 5. Mustangs only picked up 5 yards on that drive. So Hayes High trying to come back here with 8 minutes and 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
4 wide receiver set, 4 at the line for the Mustangs. Handoff Brown, who fumbled the football. The snap went through, up, was a little high. Hutchison tried to give it back to Brown, never got to him. The Indians fall on top of the football for a loss of a yard. 3rd and 11 for an Indian team who's on their 19th third down attempt of the night. They converted on their first 6. They are 4 of 12 since.
Tallis Price, the nose tackle's hurt, got a hurt shoulder. He's holding it there. Boy, if they can get a play run off to that nose tackle side, he's a little bit weak there right now in this play.
3rd and 11, a pass over the middle, a hook and ladder, and it is given to Brown from Reuter, and then a tackle from behind as Brown gets taken down at the 40, check that, 37-yard line. So a pass completion of about 4 yards, no run yards on the hook and ladder then on the ladder part or lateral part on the play. 4th down for the Indians after a gain of 4. First catch tonight for Reuter. 6 different receivers have caught a pass tonight for the Hayes High Indians. 6:45 to go in the game, 43-21. Indians down by 22, had a shot. 4th down and 7 if the Indians run the play with 5 wide receivers. They'll take the snap. They will run the play. They look over the middle. Hutchison has Lang wide open and overshoots him.
Just overthrew him. Palmer Hutchinson with time to throw the ball there, just throwing a little bit deep. Turn the ball over on downs after 4 plays.
The Indians had gone touchdown, had the football, but then fumble, punt, and loss of possession on downs. Hayes High's turned it over 3 times tonight. The Mustangs 2. Indian football brought to you by G&L Tire and Automotive, Hayes Chevrolet, NCK Tech, and Golden Plains Credit Union. Hayes High will end up dropping to 3-5 following this game, and they'll wait till late tonight. Kansas State High School Activities Association says that they will have the brackets out late tonight for 6, 5, 3, 2, 1A, and 8-man. 4A not until tomorrow because of a Saturday game. Here's a pass to Ben Driver. He'll catch behind the line of scrimmage at the 40. Get taken down from behind by Gavin Hazelhorst and Trey Adams at the 33-yard line, a gain of 4.
Tackle on the play made by number 22. Gavin Hasselhorst.
219 yards passing tonight for Jackson Kavanaugh of 13 of 14 passing. Here's a run by Peters up the middle. The Indians, Maroney makes the tackle, but not before Peters rumbles to the 24-yard line on a gain of 9, and now 107 yards for Talon Peters, 15th career 100-yard rushing game.
5 minutes and 54 seconds left in this fourth quarter.
And the Mustangs have the ball at the Indian 24. 2 wide receivers right, Driver and Counts. One into the back of the end zone. Just the second incomplete pass tonight by Jackson Kavanaugh. 13 for 15 now, 219 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Kind of an interesting choice on a play there. You're up by over 20 points. There's 5 minutes 37 seconds left, and throw the ball deep to the corner.
Try to work in yet a couple of more Kalon scoreboard updates before the end of the night. And Smith Center just takes the lead on El Saline with 25 seconds remaining, 15-8 coming from behind. This is 2nd down and 10. Everybody confused at the line for the Mustangs. Snap the ball with 2 on the clock. It's a handoff to Peters coming to the near side, and a hold goes completely uncalled. Not that anything never mind. Peters is going to go to about the 16-yard line on a gain of 8. I know it's 43-21. There's less than 10 minutes to go, or less than 6 minutes to go. But boy, when the Indians have Hunter Harris getting held on both the front and the back of the jersey, man, got to throw that flag. 1 wide receiver, make that 2 wide receivers left. Into the red zone, Salina Central for a 4th time tonight. They're 2 for 3 scoring. Kavanaugh keeps it and gets tripped. May have been by his own guy. That's because Logan Schulte pushed Jake Eisenhower, the center, right back into the legs of Kavanaugh. And that's Kavanaugh getting up limping just a little bit on that loss back to the 20-yard line. And that's the danger right now of the Mustangs continuing to play their star players.
And now down to 4 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. Salina Central up 43-21.
And on 4th and 6, say they want to go for it. They're 2 for 2 on 4th down tonight, including a touchdown. It's Kavanaugh, pump fake. Now it's a pass down the middle. It's going to be incomplete, broken up by Tucker Veach on a great play. A flag in the backfield. An Indian came free and then looked like had been tripped. It was Logan Schulte that had come free over the middle. If it's on Salina Central, Hayes High will decline and get the football back on a loss of possession on downs.
Call is
Yep, personal foul tripping on the Mustangs. It is declined because of the incomplete pass, and Hayes High will take over at their own 20-yard line. Salina Central will move to 6 and 2, and while the scores are coming in a little slow from around the state, you'd certainly believe that they are probably going to be locked in at the 5 seed. Great Bend wins 49-6 over Garden City.
There's your 13 points there for Great Bend.
And your Hayes Kalon scoreboard update, first outright WAC title since 2008 for the Panthers. And what will likely be the player of the year, Coy Brock at quarterback has had a fantastic season. Hayes High football at the 20. Hutchison out of the shotgun formation, straight drop back, has time to throw. He's looking down deep over the middle, looking for Canick, makes the catch in the territory of the Salina Central Mustangs. It is then jarred free, and the officials say incomplete pass.
But a nice pass by Palmer Hutchinson right into the arms of Canick. He just got hit right as he was catching that ball and then fell to the ground.
36th complete pass attempt tonight for the Indians, and well, if Canick can haul that one in, the Indians have the ball at the 45-yard line. Indians just right there, right that much off tonight. Dodge City beats Liberal tonight, 31-6. So the WAC season is complete. 4 minutes to go in the game. Hayes down 43-21. Hutchison out of that shotgun, has time to throw once again. Now scrambles to his right as he's been eluding a tackler, gets up to the line of scrimmage, tucks and run at the 20, near the sideline, and there's a blindside block. Hayden Brown got trucked by a defensive player, and that's going to be a 15-yard penalty on Salina Central. That is going to be their 5th 15-yard penalty of the night. 4 of them have been accepted after this one. Hayes High will wait to see who they play in Week 9. We've done a lot of checking throughout the week, and it really looks like Hayes High is going to be lined up with Bishop Carroll in Week 9. Personal foul on the Mustangs. Late hit on Hayden Brown by 263-pound Dylan Dominguez, and well, that is. Salina Central's having a good season after 2 0-9 years, but my goodness.
Well, yeah, you go 2 years without winning a game, and the frustrations come through, and these seniors who've lived through those 2 seasons of no wins on senior night going to relish in this moment.
Hutchison to pass on 1st and 10 after the penalty, and it's incomplete, almost intercepted in the secondary by safety Cooper Chard. After the penalty, the ball was put up to the 43-yard line. So Hutchison's run of 8 yards on the prior play puts him at 91 on the night. That's the 37th pass attempt tonight for Palmer, his most attempts of the year, just 14 of 37 tonight, 129, a touchdown, and 2 interceptions.
Salina Central continues to have their starters in on defense.
Imagining matching up with the Indians' starters on offense. 2 left, 2 right. Blitz from the Mustangs. Hutchison is able to step up in the pocket, then gets hit hard. Taken down by William Fashalon on a sack back to the 36-yard line. It'll be a sack of about 8 yards. Call it 7. Third sack of the night of Palmer Hutchison.
Yeah, Palmer Hutchinson's going to get some recovery going into week 9 next week. That's his fourth time he's taken a hard hit here in the second half.
3:15 to go. Indians face 3rd down and 17 on the Indians' now 20th 3rd down conversion attempt of the night. Kanik and Schrader left, Reuter and Lang to the right. Central again brings the blitz. Palmer Hutchison trying to step up over the middle for Reuter, and it's intercepted. Taken away once again by Ben Driver. He tries to come back to the near side. There's another illegal block in the back, and Loomis makes the tackle at the 30. There's the flag for the illegal block in the back. Back at about the 42-yard line. It was the Indians' Jack Fort who got hammered in the back. Indians' 3rd interception of the night, 4th turnover overall, and there has been some good and some bad in tonight's ball game, but Hayes, I feel largely probably going to try to forget large portions of this game.
Well, they took it 5 plays, 16 yards, but ate up more time off the clock.
That is the 6th penalty for the Mustangs. Remember, the Indians declined a personal foul on the Mustangs back in the 4th quarter here on a incomplete 4th down attempt. Mustangs have been in the red zone 4 times. They have scored twice on those 4 times, and the starters on offense still out there for the Mustangs. To throw, Kavanaugh looking down the side of the field. It is going to be incomplete. Trying on the home run ball for Gavin Prester. And after going 13 of 14 to start the game, Kavanaugh incomplete on his last 3 attempts. Trying for the senior Gavin Prester to come up with his first touchdown catch of the year.
Again, interesting with 2 minutes 36 seconds left. Did Mark Sanbo and Tony Crow get along together at Fort Hays?
Or? Kind of wondering at this point. They were both football players at Fort Hays State University, both there at about the same time. 3 left, 1 right. Kavanaugh takes the snap, handoff to Peters, counter play. He'll be at the 45 as Reimer climbs on for a ride to the 35-yard line. That'll be a gain of 12 yards and a first down. 127 yards unofficially tonight for Talon Peters on 18 carries.
You know, Hays High Indian defense looking a little bit worn down, but you talked about the size of Talon Peters, 5'10", 198 pounds. When he gets moving, he's hard to bring down, and looks like Talon Peters on those running plays just worn down. The Hays High Indian defense are not getting him wrapped up very well.
It hasn't been Talon Peters who has necessarily stolen the show, but it's the threat of him that's allowed Kavanaugh to throw all over the field tonight. 1st and 10, handoff Peters. In the end, he runs right out of an arm tackle at the 30, 25. Gavin Hazelhorse takes him down from behind at the 15-yard line. Well, Hays High looked timid to even wrap him up that time on a gain of 20. Into the red zone for a 5th time comes Salina Central. They've scored on 2 of the previous 4. Once punting on a drive that started at the 19 of Hays High. And on the previous go-around, losing the ball on downs. Minute 40 to go in the game. Indians down 43-21, and the Mustangs are going to wind some time down and take a timeout. And to recap, Hays High started this game up 7-0, but then 36 consecutive points into the 3rd quarter by Salina Central made it 36-7. Hays High tried to stage the comeback. It was Palmer Hutchison to Hayden Brown to make it 36-14. The Indians recovered a fumble. Brown scored from 4 yards out to make it 36-21. And then the Indians picked up another fumble at that 36-21 score, picked up 17 yards on 1st down to the 19-yard line of the Mustangs, but fumbled the ball at the end of the run. And that really took the potential of the comeback away in this game.
Yeah, 3 total interceptions and a fumble for the Hays High Indians. Just hard to come back from that. Now, the Hays High Indians did recover 2 fumbles from the Salina Central Mustangs, but after 1 fumble, they turned it right back over. So,
the Mustangs, with their 4 turnovers tonight by the defense, have 26 in 8 games. Now 14 fumble recoveries and 12 interceptions. Mark Sandbo has this team doing very well after back-to-back 0-9 seasons.
This looks like a victory formation to
yep.
me.
Still out of the shotgun. And Kavanaugh will take the knee. Kavanaugh needed to waste a few more seconds. They were trying to do the math real quick, and Kavanaugh needed to take a few seconds. I don't think there was anything intentional as he was kind of looking at the Hayes High defense. It was him needing to take a few more seconds to wind the clock all the way down.
He could have stood back there. There was really no pursuit, and he could have just stood back there, and everybody would have been just fine. Salina Central Mustang seniors giving each other hugs right now on what's been really a successful season for them, coming off 2 consecutive years of no wins to go 6-2 tonight going into week 9.
Hayes High is going to finish the first 8 games at 3-5, and they're likely going to be matched up with one of the 3, 4, 5, or 6 seeds, depending on how everything else plays out. We do know that Newton lost last night, so the Indians will still be ahead of the Newton Railers. We'll have to figure out the rest of the scores as our postgame show will be coming up in a little bit. The Hayes High Indians fall to Salina Central by the score of 43-21. 6-2 for the Salina Central Mustangs. They score 36 unanswered points after the Hayes High Indians took a 7-0 lead. Hayes High tried to make the comeback. They had the ball down by 15 points, but fumbled to end the comeback hopes in the third quarter. Hayes High will wait to see who they play in week 9 after going 3-5 in the first 8 games. For Kurt David, Gabe with ECTV and HayesPost.com, and Vivian at the KFIX studio. I'm Dustin Armbruster. This has been Hayes High Football on the Hayes High Sports Network, powered by Thirsties and The Venue.